Part two. So anyway, I had a very productive week this week. I got all my reviews done that I had sitting around, which is nice. Got 2 more Dummies episodes put together. I got the Best of Nerd Rage done, another 10 episodes of that added in. So I'm 10 episodes behind, but
how much time do we have?
So I don't really know. I think it's so the one I just exported was 10 episodes and it was around 50 minutes. The other previous one is, I'm guessing it's around an hour and 40 minutes combined so far.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's not bad.
We're pretty funny this year.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do probably. I usually do up to November, and then I take off the last 2 months. So I hope it's not anything too funny in those last 2. But and then let me think if there was anything else that I did. Oh, I started dusting.
Because after everyone shat on you at Schoolfest?
Yeah, so it was a number of things.
Just looking for little dicks.
So you guys named two of the 3 big components.
There's probably frogs and skulls and stuff. All kinds of wrenches still.
Yeah. So I've got rid of some of that. So I have done from here over this whole black bookcase here. And then, I'll start working on this next and then that. And then.
Did you find a lot of dicks?
Actually, no. I think I found 2 to 4. Some were more cleverly hidden than others, but I haven't found that many, which worries me somewhat.
What if you just flushed them all down your toilet and you?
Yeah, and then I got to call a plumber, and plumber finds all these little dicks. That would all
checks out.
That would all check out
according to plan.
So it's speaking of which, so Augie, who was here a couple weeks ago at my house, also submitted to 4 Dummies collection critique. And there's like we always do on Patreon, which you can subscribe to. Uncut.
Is this where you just shit on people's collection?
Yeah. Unless they're good, well,
it's a bit often
once every about 15 of them.
So anyway, Augie's was on here, and there's sometimes we go too far. Where I'll play this on Nerd Rage because Augie, this is Nerd Rage, and I don't think Augie would have an issue with this because this is just jokes, and he's listened to many other people where because one of the go-to jokes that's great on there is we'll start acting like we're helping, but it just ends in something awful. Like one of the famous ones was look, here's what you do: take all of your toys off the shelves, start fresh, start with blank shelves. Then take the shelves themselves out, because you might need to rearrange heights or whatever. But before you put the shelves back in, step into the bookcase and then nail it to your fucking head and then jump out of the window. It's like little things like that. Anyway, so this was Robert suggesting something to Augie. This is stuff for those listening that we cut out of the regular episodes that's in the uncut. But
I think what Bobby and Laura are trying to say, Augie, is if, with all the craziness going on in the world, right, we're, as Americans, we're looking over our shoulders. If you happen to be in a house and you hear those sirens go off, leave your windows open.
Perfect. Yeah, and fucking Laura tries to save him, hold on, because that's good too. Yeah.
World, right? We're, as Americans, we're looking over our shoulders. If you happen to be in a house and you hear those sirens go off, leave your windows open.
Come on, Robert. Anyway,
come on, Robert. I think what
she tries anytime that we start dogpiling on something, she tries to save it. She's Captain Save a Nerd, and anytime
she got you, Captain Save a Nerd.
So sometimes if we start praising something, she can't help us up but fucking hate on it.
Just a contrarian.
Yeah, she's the real contrarian. It's true.
Can't have too much fun.
Yeah, I know.
It can't be too good.
Yeah.
You can't shit on it too hard.
Maybe she's the fun police too. I also what did I recorded a kitchen table episode and edited that, which is a pain in the dick. It's got all that done. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm working on Bobby Boogie Bop for what you call. Speaking of which, so open with a anthem or a stadium type song, close with the meaningful, Purple Rain, November Rain, Man in the Mirror type song, right?
Are there any other rains?
Rain on Me, The Who, but or it's so British, isn't it?
So it's just close with a rain song.
I think it's rain. Yeah, close with a rain song is a good, usually a good measure. But fucking Bon Jovi we're doing next month.
Nice.
Right?
I think it's Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi. Do you open with Living on a Prayer or You Give Love a Bad Name?
Living on prayer.
Living
I
on
think.
prayer.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. I keep
It's
going
more
back and forth.
the like
Amp
up
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of song.
But it's also that shut it up. Like they both have very strong.
But that
like,
has like to me that's like a strong moment. But like the rest of Living on a Prayer is just like it's constant.
it's his best song.
yeah.
Yeah, I might prefer Wanted Dead or Alive, but that's not an opener.
No, that's not.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I don't really have too much else in that terms. I have seen some shit this week. I've watched some shit. More than ever in recent years. I've watched 2 or 3 movies and a show.
Going through a phase?
Yeah, maybe. I think maybe just stuff caught up with me. It was also been interesting listening to people's feedback regarding my critique of Spider-Man. And I say that to say this. A lot of people will say that I'm being too harsh on it, but they're not scoring it that much better than me. Right? So I gave it a 7.6. And I'll be like, and I've heard people be like, well, you didn't consider this, you didn't consider this. I give it an 8 out of 10. It's like, okay.
0.4.
So 0.4 even better. Let's not act like I'm so far off there. I'm admitting all those good things. And then one thing, people, the whole like, well, in order to understand this, you need to watch Wonder Man. Let me tell you what's never going to happen. I guess I'll just never understand, which is fine with me because I'm done. The She-Hulk was it for me. That was the end of me watching Marvel television. That was it, they went too far. They crossed the line. So with that, Joey, you got your coffee first. Farrah, how was your nerd week?
So I went to the movies
I did too.
and I saw The Odyssey
I did too.
and I liked it.
I did too.
That's the general consensus. People are loving it, or liking it to loving it, and it's making a lot of money.
What did you give it?
My full attention.
It deserved
That's
it.
pretty good.
It deserved
I mean,
it, to be
already-
fair.
The attention is a fucking commodity nowadays.
You're not lying.
So I went to the Columbia Mall
Okay.
to watch it. I wanted to see it at Movie Co. whatever.
Which is an ancient pyramid.
An ancient pyramid full of movies.
But that's I know Mills. It's Egyptian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Full of ancient movies.
Ancient popcorn.
I love that place.
I do
ancient
too,
movies.
but I can't get past like the gimmickiness of that stuff drives me nuts. It's
Every
like,
day went all in.
ooh, I'm going into an
They
ancient
fucking
pyramid.
went all fucking
They
in,
did.
bro.
They did. They did.
And now
They did.
it's- Yeah. So anyway, so I went there because I like to go to the movies at like 8:30 on a Sunday morning.
Yes, perfect time.
Yeah, it's great.
Or like a Wednesday afternoon, something like that. Yeah.
Well, so I mean, I prefer early morning weekends, especially places like that. So like I didn't get to the 8:30 show. I saw the 9:15 or whatever. So it's about the same. But I had parking that was
Phenomenal.
25 steps away from
Wow.
Just valet level.
yeah, just absolutely perfect. It was, still cool in the morning. So I bought the ticket outside at their little touch screen AI powered, death bot.
What are we talking about? Yeah,
Deathbot.
And that was cool because I didn't have to interact with a person.
Exactly. That's why I'm
Right?
at.
So, and it was, $16 or whatever the fuck.
$16 now. Damn.
Even for a Sunday morning before 10 a.m. still.
Is movie tickets always the same price as cigarettes?
So I spent by accident to see Spider-Man. I spent $33 on the ticket.
One
Do
ticket?
The X.
I got
Did your
like
chairs move?
the VIP. The chairs do move.
Yeah,
so
see,
that's-
yeah.
But it's not 4D or whatever. It's just that like you can recline.
Oh, no. Okay, that was talking about the other thing.
Yeah, but it's like the VIP theater. You get unlimited. You get a free drink. Well, lowercase f.
Well, you paid for it.
Unlimited refills, and you go out and do it yourself. You don't have to wait for like a cashier or anything. They have like at McDonald's to get your free refill. Do you know what I mean? Like what do they call it?
That's cool because
And they have that for same thing for popcorn. So you get one thing of popcorn and it's free refills for that. So you just go out and scoop it yourself and fill up your own thing. And
I mean so I got a small popcorn and a small soda, and I spent $30 on that.
yeah.
So it's
But I didn't get a drink or a popcorn, so I was like,
Wasted.
But anyway,
so I spent $46 for what I could have spent 30 on.
right.
But so the reason I chose that theater, like on Fandango or however you fucking pronounce that bullshit, they show you what seats are available. And the Movieco one, or the old pyramid movie theater,
Ancient,
thousands of years old. Everything was almost sold out. So it's like you're buying one of the last 2 or 3 seats, and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm not.
Right.
I don't want to interact with people." So I go there because I was able to get a seat where, I'm the second one in, so nobody's going to sit to my right and nobody's sitting to my left. But I thought that we, as a society, I thought we had finally gotten to the point that all of our movie theaters were now going to be in these nice big chairs.
You would think.
The Columbia Mall AMC forgot that
Did not
that
get
we
the memo.
decided that. So it was still the tiny little, like, so I'm just sitting there like,
yeah.
I'm going to watch this movie.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucked. I would rather just spent $2 more and had to deal with people a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, everybody had told me that the audio was crazy, and I don't know if they blew out a speaker or.
So I will say one of the issues that I had, and I don't know if it's a movie issue or a mix issue or a sound system issue, is sometimes I had a hard time hearing the dialogue over the effects or the.
That's me at home every day.
So yeah, I mean, same.
Yeah,
I've like sometimes these mixes. I think all these mixes, even for like home use, like whether it be streaming or purchased, like they're just assuming that you have a 7.1, surround sound. So like I had to turn this motherfucker up to like 65 to hear, and then like an explosion happens, and I'm like fucking trying to hit the button to get it down to 32.
Yep.
So I there's parts that I struggled to hear characters, and then there was action scenes that I didn't think were loud enough.
Well, oh, that's wild.
Yeah, I didn't have that part.
Where I was like, I mean, this is like I'm just watching on my TV. You know what I mean? Like I want like my ears to bleed a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't have that part. Actually, the Cyclops scream, like, startled.
Jean Grey. blasting in the air.
Yeah, startled me.
Slightly different. So yeah, but so like not holding that against the movie because I think it was a theater issue. I would give it a 9.
Is that A?
Yes.
Yeah, an A minus.
A minus.
And the main reason, and I don't want to give spoilers away, even though it's
Been out for a while.
old ass fucking story.
I think we can spoil. It's been around for
So like the real
many
story,
years.
the real story, he's gone for 20-ish years, right? And half of that is the battle. The other half is the
home.
journey home. So he stays with 2 women and carries on canoodling for like 5 years combined between the 2. They brush over that in the movie. Yeah, like the one that's feeding him the Lotus. We all assume that he's been smashing that fucking siren's ass all day, but it doesn't really go into it. So it leaves the audience being like, "Oh, he's just she drugged him." No, he's been hooking up with her and just living a great life on a beach.
Yeah, well, I think the important thing, and I'm not trying to give you pushback against that.
She was pushing back,
but just my perspective is like there's like the whole thing about this that I think is brilliant is it's all about like it's like two sides of one coin of do unto others, and then the other side of it being like the PTSD associated with the do unto others, right? So the theme of it is like Zeus's law, which is, treat every stranger kindly, and if someone, because they could be a god in disguise, right?
There was a story about Jesus like that too, I think.
So yeah, I mean, he was a big proponent of do unto others. The golden rule is what they call it, Joey. Except if you're trying to make a little bit of money in a fucking religious hall, you're gonna overturn my table. Is that how you would want me to treat your table? You know what I mean? I'm out here hustling, Jack.
Like, the thing is, he's the only carpenter that's hated tables. Loves chairs.
Yeah.
Hates a table.
Yeah. I mean, there's other wood he's probably not too fond of also, if you want to be honest.
Especially if you're playing with it before marriage, you know what I mean?
Well, or if you form it in the shape of a T. But so anyway.
That one. No, he likes that one. That's just like his brand.
I mean, it's a big part of it, but I would imagine that he's not fond of it. No. Anyway, so this do unto others thing of treating people well, et cetera, et cetera. But the whole Trojan horse is, that's arguably the antithesis of do well unto others, right? It's deception. It's death wrapped in Christmas tinsel. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It was also using religion against them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because
and him dealing with the guilt of that when he finally sees Troy fall. And in his mind, all of the glory of war, of winning the battle, of defeating the villain, of becoming the hero, and then he sees all of the kind of tragedy of war that he's directly causing, fucks him up. Is what I got from it. And then the drugging him is basically, I mean, it's like basically like what they're talking about now, like giving LSD and psilocybin to fucking PTSD soldiers now until they heal.
Right. And I'm fine with that concept. It's just, to the average person that doesn't know the story, they're like, oh, he really loved his wife and wanted to get home.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that dude's like intentionally eating lotus flower, intentionally spending 3 years with this random bitch on an island.
But he can't because he can't remember it all.
Yeah, but he knew what it would do to him. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but I think that's cool.
I know. It's just, I just felt like if you knew everything, you had a different view of him and his whole, like, that it doesn't hit the same, that you just look at it like it's a long journey instead of a actual wrestling with what has happened.
So I got the wrestling from it. I think it actually makes him, it like flaws the hero a bit, which I'm usually a fan of. That rarely is anyone Jesus or Superman or whatever. That usually most people are fucked up in some kind of way, and so I was kind of good with that. But I hear you. I also think that, like, in terms of, like, the truth of the story, right, and then also the what Homer wrote down, there's like an interesting thing to this where, like, I got to thinking about it later because there was a bit in there that I was kind of irritated that wasn't there. And I'm no fucking Odyssey, Iliad fucking historian by any stretch of the imagination, but
what,
like,
an idiot.
What are you, an Iliad? But like what I do remember about that story, like some of the few things, like I remember the Cyclops, because you're a kid, Cyclops is fucking cool and it's a monster and whatever, and the whole thing of him, like, when the Cyclops asking, like, what is your name, and him saying nobody, so that when the shit goes left in the cave and the Cyclops starts screaming, nobody is hurting me, nobody is hurting me, and all the other Cyclops are like, well, calm down about it then. Why don't you? Like, that was one of my favorite things as a kid, and it's done differently in the film. And I struggled with that for a bit, and it was around the time I was talking about it, we were pulling back into the driveway, and I was like, you know what? I was like, but this story, it's Homer's story, but it's not Homer's story. Homer's just the one that wrote it down and added his flair. The story's been told and retold by other people prior to Homer. And this is just another...
If Homer...
It's like the history. It's like the history of it continues, where someone's reframing it again. And then I was like...
100% sure that Homer was real?
And then I was like, no, but I don't have... But anyway, I was like... And there's something poetic about that to me. If somebody else has picked up this story and added their own twist on it, in a way for a new generation. There was something about that I found romantic in a way.
You know, then so later on that day, I was telling somebody they had seen it. A person that we both know, Jesse.
Yeah.
And
Just had to make sure I had the right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit disappointing because it's like I said, yeah, I went to go see the Odyssey and I liked it. Mm-hmm. You know, and she's like, yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to go see it. I was like, oh yeah, okay. Like not into movies. She's like, oh no, I love movies. I'm like, oh, it's a pretty big hit. You know, like not why not? And she's like, yeah, that whole casting of Elliot Page thing is kind of weird to me. And I was like, Elliot Page. I'm like thinking, I'm like, oh, that's that
The trans actor.
Trans man actor. And I was like, well, I don't.
Trans Am actor, I think.
Yeah, right.
Don't have those anymore, unfortunately.
like a 87.
Yes,
Trans Am.
Yep.
But I was like, you know, like he doesn't really play a big part. And she's like,
I mean, not in quantity.
right.
Yeah.
It's like less than 5 minutes of screen time.
Right.
And she's like, oh, well, I thought it was you know, she was a bigger character. And I was like, well, it's he.
Dumbass.
You know, but like,
Right.
And it just like I found out that she was just wrapped up in the political side of that, which was depressing to me.
Yeah, and it's not just that, right? There's the other one too with the black actress for Helen,
And I was waiting for her to go down that path, and she never did.
yeah. So I think that one's the more extreme, I guess. So like I don't know,
Especially for her.
I didn't have any issues with any of the casting.
No, I thought it was really well done.
Some of the people that have seen it since have kind of criticized Matt Damon a bit, that he seems a little outclassed by a lot of the people that he's around as the lead. But I thought he did a good job too.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with him.
But yeah, I hate that. There's a couple of like kind of like political
Yeah, but like
bullshit that surrounds this, the trans, who, if even within the context of the story, and I don't know how to say this without offending anybody, know my heart, not my words, it makes sense that the soldier that actor plays is a smaller framed, more petite,
young,
very young, and also not drafted. You know what I mean? Basically drafted and almost illegally drafted.
Yeah.
You know, like, so it makes sense that like they were so little.
I had a question about that when I saw the cast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the draft is where like the government comes in and
Yeah, they have that in a lot of countries. Korea.
It's also if you're like writing something and you take your first stab at it. That's
you can have
also
multiple stabs.
Correct.
It's like a rough draft.
That's a rough draft. Yeah.
Everything-
or first draft.
Everything before the final.
You just when the beer is in a big container and you put it into a draft beer.
If you're leaving the door open,
Yeah,
and it's a windy day.
You can get a draft.
What about that animal with a real big neck?
That's
a
also
draft.
That's a draft. Okay. Sorry.
Now that we've cleared that up.
I have no problem with the trans person being a dude and playing a soldier at all. That didn't bother me, but I thought they were playing Achilles.
So
That's what a lot of
that
people
ended
thought.
up becoming a propaganda thing.
So that's a problem. I mean,
Correct.
Like
and that actor playing Achilles would not have been appropriate. Just build wise, it just wouldn't have been the right choice.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, but it's not. It's actually a child that's technically even too young to be fighting.
Yeah, but
that steals somebody else's draft paper so that they can fight. But not steals.
So it's bad. I don't know if it's marketing or what, because like even people who don't know the story well, they know the name. We have a whole fucking body part name after that guy.
Right.
And now he's a fucking. And the last guy that played him was fucking Brad Pitt.
Yeah, but he
Who
had
was
long hair.
suave as fuck.
But he had long hair.
Right? And then you put Elliot Page. It was like, that's not Brad Pitt in his prime.
Yeah, so
that's a problem.
Yeah, so I think one of the things that I think it's for better or worse with Nolan. A lot of times
Where did it come from?
So I'm guessing clickbaity Daily Wire type of publications is my guess. But like the thing is like Nolan never steps out to be like, nope, you're wrong. It's about this or that. He just said, let it be what it, que sera, sera.
But it's just like bad information, though.
Yeah.
It's just wrong information.
But it eventually kind of gets self-corrected by people telling people by what happened at the at the kitchen table or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like
I was like, it's crazy. It's like it was
so I didn't find out until just now.
right, but but now it has happened. Right,
They could have put any actor except for an old person,
right.
into that, male, female.
But anybody that was like super jacked would have been a wrong choice too.
Sure.
Yeah, but I mean,
Right, but it wouldn't have been crazy either because as an adult, they've been there for 6 years. Maybe they started lifting fucking shit on the beach.
yeah, but I mean, it's a lot. We're talking about more than 14 pounds of muscle. We're talking about here.
Oh,
It's a nerd rage classic.
That's a deep cut.
Either male or female. It wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, except I don't think they had female soldiers.
Well, they were faking papers, though, right? They could.
Right.
So that
right.
person could have been
Yeah.
faking.
Yeah, and I mean, this person kind of faked. I mean, it
It could be a
all,
whole Mulan situation.
Yeah. It all makes sense within the context of the story. But like, I remember when people were giving Nolan a hard time that there was no people of color in Dunkirk, and he didn't say a word about it. You know, and people were like, what is this? You know, this all white cast, whatever. He just didn't say a word about it. And then other people started saying, well, it's a historic telling, and there were no people of color in this particular army, this unit.
Yeah.
So that's why, you know what I mean? But it took regular people fighting back. He just stays out of it.
Yeah.
The Helen of Troy thing, I don't like. She did an amazing job. For one, I didn't care one way or the other because she did such an amazing job. It is some. So I'm going to be completely honest about this. I'm generally not a fan of race swapping, gender swapping in terms of storytelling. I don't care if it's black to white, white to black, anything.
They didn't say what race they were in the book. So.
Correct. But like, so there's correct, and then there's also layers of it where I was talking to other people, and they were like, you know, like she's like noted in there as like a unique beauty, a standout, whatever, and like doesn't get much more standout than that. She's a very dark skinned woman, beautiful woman, but a very dark skinned woman amongst all of these, and like that's unique. That stands out. Like it still checks the proper boxes, in my opinion. So like I didn't have, and also her performance, while also a small performance. I mean, this dude doesn't fucking hire slouches.
No.
You know, he hires talented people, and she's a talented person.
She had the actual Helen of Troy had a 90-second screen time. The twin sister had a 10-minute
Yeah,
screen time.
yeah,
Elliot Page had 4 minutes.
yeah.
Tops. So like it's just weird to me that people are like we've become so like as a society, like there's a lot of people that just become so like that everything has to be in everything, that like you're talking about 11 minutes of fucking screen time in a 3-hour fucking movie.
People love like making decisions on things without actually watching it.
Yeah.
It's great.
It was just
And then there's been this other argument about the film, controversy-wise, of people saying there's not enough Greek actors playing the Greek parts.
Was there any Asian people in it? No one ever talked about Asians.
Yeah, so I feel like they do actually. Like I feel like they do.
Talk about Asians? They do now.
Yeah, but like they were just saying like one of those things where like there's no Greek people playing Greek roles, which I mean whatever. To me, once again, it's like if you're doing it right in terms of your performance, like this is a fantasy mythological story based on some
Greek,
on some elements of truth. They're not speaking Greek, but also if you want to get into the nitty gritty of that, right? The Ottoman Empire changed the look of Greek people forever, and this is far prior to that. So like that wouldn't be accurate either if accuracy is what we're talking about in
Right, if
terms
you
of
got-
aesthetics,
if you
right?
got modern day pure Greek heritage.
Correct.
It wouldn't be
It wouldn't be the same.
Right.
So like I didn't have, I left all of the kind of like left wing and right wing identity politics completely out of my movie theater.
Yeah.
As you should always.
Yeah,
Unless
yeah.
it's like specifically a political movie,
Yeah,
I guess.
like you know when they talk about doing 101 Dalmatians and they're all black labs.
Shouldn't even be one.
So I think so I was going to go to see Spider-Man on Saturday, but now I have a meeting. at 11 a.m. So I'm probably going to go Sunday to see that. Let's see, what else did I do?
I wanted to talk a little bit more about the Odyssey just while we're here.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We beat that. No,
we beat this wooden horse. So I gave it a 9.8, A plus.
Yeah.
I subtracted the only.
Oh, hold on. Before you go on, how many points was the dog?
I'm not gonna say it's a 1 point dog. I can't say it's a 1 point dog because it wouldn't have been an 8.8 without him. But it didn't hurt anything. That's a good dog.
I texted Bobby right afterwards. I said more than a 1 point dog.
I texted back. I was like, Odyssey? Question mark? Because it's a good dog. But I subtracted one little point for the mix because I'm not sure if it's a mix issue, a theater issue, or whatever. And then one little point for just, it took me a minute to get my footing in that movie. Like, when we started watching it, I actually had like a, oh, fuck moment. Like 5 minutes in, I was like, I might hate this. And then all of a sudden, typical Nolan fashion, it's not told in sequence. You know what I mean? It opens up with Travis Scott beating on a table, which I was like, this is not how I imagined this film to open, And I say that as a Travis Scott fan. But within probably 5 to 10 minutes, when it like locked in for me as like how this story was being told, who the moving pieces are, I was like, oh, fuck. And then once that happened, I was fucking glued. Like, that whole thing of like the do unto others and it's just something that I'd never even considered, but like with the whole Trojan horse element. Another thing they go into with the Trojan horse that like I'd never considered is like the amount of time that they were in that horse before it got discovered, and like pissing and shitting in that horse and everything else. Like, where I was like, fuck, I'd never even thought about that, the misery of being in that horse. But just like the amount of like guilt that came after that from that character of like having done what he had done and like he had already even before he got shipwrecked, he had started blocking it out. Mm-hmm. Like, like it's just such a fucking interesting take. It makes a quote unquote tragedy, a classic tragedy, like even more tragic.
And I like the idea, the story of the people from the sea.
Yeah.
Was them.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking cool.
So they were just perpetuating
their own myth.
The even further withdrawal from Zeus's law in an attempt to get back.
Yeah.
To save everybody who has forgotten Zeus's law.
And they continue to play with that theme throughout of like kindness and what is kindness and can you always expect kindness, and and it's just like, I don't know, like it's so fucking good. Like, I'm scared to watch movies. I'm scared to watch future movies because of how fucking good that movie was. Mm-hmm. Like, it just reminded me once again, like every now and then these things happen where it's like, I was just thinking the other day, like, what is my movie of the year? And I was like, it's probably Michael so far. There's no more. I don't have any more questions about that. That question has now been answered. I know what it is for this year.
It's Michael.
But like, it's just like it's not me. It's not me, because every now and then I get to sit in something, or every now and then I get to sit in front of something that's truly fucking amazing. And like, oh no, the landscape has changed, and they're not providing entertainment at a high quality in the way that they used to. And when I see it now, like had this come out 10 years ago, I don't know if I scored as high. But it just stands out from everything that this is the best. It's easily the best movie I've seen since 2020. It's the best movie of this decade. Like the attention to detail in every fucking thing, the camera work, the lighting, the fucking effects, the fucking music, the acting, the actors, the fucking wardrobe, the editing.
On the beach when he's talking to the dead.
It's one of my favorite sequences. It's
the best sequence.
It's fucking breathtaking. Like to see like how he imagines Hades and everything. Like it's like, I don't know. Like it's the type of like I'll probably in the next couple of weeks go down rabbit holes of Greek mythology just because of how inspiring he made it to me. Like that dude's a fucking master of his craft. Like, and he might be the fucking GOAT.
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
I thought Michael Jordan was.
in his
different,
field.
different lane.
Yeah, so that was good. I liked it. Just make sure everybody knows that.
Yeah, me too. I mean, phenomenal.
So I started watching. I think I talked about this last week.
Wait, hold on. Did you watch it with the sidebars, or did it not have sidebars?
So
I went to like one of the.
That's a good question.
3 theaters in the world, or something that plays how he likes to film movies.
So no, that's not accurate either. So
It's because the aspect ratio for the 70 millimeter is higher.
Yeah. I understand how that
they
works.
just-
but like every theater has them now. So like Regal over here, old Frederick Regal, which is the old one, right? Has 3 or 4 IMAX theaters, but they're playing Spider-Man currently. So I saw it on.
I thought there was multiple different kinds of IMAXs.
There are, but every IMAX theater is capable of playing IMAX format. So
Because I thought there was 3 different cuts.
there are, but every IMAX theater is capable of playing
The
every
actual
IMAX
one.
format.
Okay.
But I saw it in a standard theater.
Yeah.
With the supposed to be the fucked up cut, perfectly fine.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I mean, it's not fucked up. It's just you're seeing less.
Right.
It's like-
I mean, fucked up in the sense of not intended, not pure.
Yeah. Not the way he wanted you to see.
Right.
it.
yeah. They just cut off a little bit at the top and bottom. So
Right.
no sidebar.
But perfectly.
I mean, did you want the sidebar? Didn't we watched a movie with bars?
Sidebars. We saw one. It's fucking Justice League.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is that the same aspect
Not ratio. Not ratio. Not the same ratio.
Okay.
But it's like it. I didn't have one issue with any of the visual.
But when you watch it again at home, you're gonna. I hope they would have the sidebar option so you can see it.
So it's
Even
not.
if
It's not shot in that format. It's not in a square format. It's still a rectangular format.
Yeah, but it's a taller rectangle.
Correct.
So
correct.
like when you stream it at home, I hope that
No, it won't be sidebars on the side. It'll be top and bottom bars cut differently than what you're used to with top and bottom. Like because there's like 2 or 3 different widescreen formats as they're like 16:9. So
Yeah.
So like it's just a different rectangular format. It's not a square format
Yeah.
like the Snyder Cut.
Yeah. All right. So we good on Odyssey.
I think we're good on Odyssey, but it's fucking amazing. I highly recommend that you see it. I can't say enough good about it. It's changed me in some ways, and I unfortunately for everything else I grade after this, I probably won't be the same.
I'll bring this back up when I watch it when it streams,
Yeah.
and then we can be excited about it again.
Yeah,
I'll probably
yeah.
watch it at least one more time before then.
Yeah.
So I talked about Ted Lasso last week, right? With-
Yes,
with-
that's not. They brought it back. It's not as good, which is the usual thing
so-
of when people bring things back.
So the new episode came out yesterday, and twice I went to go watch it, and then decided, do I even give a fuck?
Just leave it and leave a good memory of it,
Yeah.
and forget this new thing exists.
But that's sad to me.
Let it go, and if
because
it
I
was
really-
yours, it'll come back to you.
I really enjoyed it the first 3 seasons. So it's depressing to me that they fucked it up. You know,
That's not only the norm to be expected, but like it's also I think reasonable. Like for any story to go a certain amount of time, how
no, but it's not
it's
even.
extremely rare that you can keep it going.
It's not even the story. It's like the characters themselves have changed based on the way that people perceive them originally, because there's been 3 or 4 years of gap in there. So it's like the writers came back and now they're trying to one up their own character instead of just writing them the same way.
Yeah.
Because people enjoyed it the first time. It's like, no, this has to be the new and improved version of those people. And it just doesn't hit for me.
Yeah. Well, it's not the same character anymore,
Right.
unless there was a natural progression arc.
So I went to a dive bar.
Like underwater.
The dive bar.
The dive bar.
Oh, okay, I'm familiar.
It's where the old
They have the
Rams head-
mermaid in the tank.
No. So dive bar also means like hole in the wall bad bar.
But it's also
It's not a diving bar.
if you're an Olympist or Olympian and you jump from a very high plank, that too is a dive.
But you
Well,
can,
that's a dive board.
with the person. Oh yeah. I seen that, but you don't have to be high though. I seen people sit on the side of the boat and they roll back.
It's a dive fall.
Dive fall. Yeah.
You know. So it's just like they call it dive bar. It's a corporate fucking bar.
Okay.
Right. So they dropped off at my work. They dropped off some free drink coupons.
But a very specific free drink coupons.
Yeah. Like one free rail mixed drink.
From Sunday from 4:38 p.m. to 5:15 p.m.
So I popped on over and I was like, "Fuck it, we get some free drinks, right?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, they don't have that in the system." And I was like, "Well, the nice thing about a rail drink is you don't have to ring it up. Nobody gives a fuck about rail." He rang it up. And he did a magic trick for me because the person I went with, we were 66.66666% repeating of the clientele in the bar. So he came over and showed us a magic trick. And about halfway through, I wanted to be like, "Hey, buddy, can you leave us the fuck alone?" So that was depressing. But then he did buy me a shot of Rumple, which is horrible.
Yeah, it's awful.
Awful.
Was the magic trick good at least?
No. No.
There are good ones.
No, he did the
This one right here.
Yeah. Well, no,
With a thumb?
that got women killed in the 1700s for witchcraft. No, he did the one where you pick a card and you move some cards front to back and everything like that, but really it's just because he flipped a card a particular way, so you think that they were front to back, and then he says like, "Oh, you see, like they're all front to back," and then puts them down and only one card is face down, and that's your card. I've seen it on Instagram, buddy. Yeah, I think that's all I've got.
Did he end up giving you the free drinks?
No.
He rang it up?
So he did ring it. You had to pay for those fucking drinks that they gave. Yeah.
It's false
Oh,
advertisement.
fuck that.
I would have walked out like, oh, fuck that shit.
Fuck that.
And then the person I was with, they got a draft beer that was flat, like no bubbles in it,
I get it.
0 bubbles.
Yeah,
It looked like a fucking
Piss?
glass of.
I know piss have bubbles.
Yeah, piss has bubbles. It looked like a glass of apple juice,
How did it taste?
flat.
So that same bar used to be something else, Ram's Head. And I used to go there somewhat regularly for odds and ends and this and that and whatever. And they always had this this poster that I wanted. Like, it's one of these things where like I feel like I spoke it into existence. They had this poster that I wanted, and back in the day, like World War II, there was this propaganda poster that was used of America, and before we got involved, before Pearl Harbor and all that, where it had like an Italian Dachshund and a German Shepherd and a British Bulldog and,
Playing poker.
playing. It was just like their faces or whatever, and then in the middle, it had the American Pit Bull. And then underneath it said, "We're neutral, but don't mess with us." And I was like, "Fuck!" I've had pit bulls my whole life, and I was like, "Fuck! I want that fucking thing." And I talked to the fucking owner multiple times. Like, first time, like, "Hey man," I told him what it meant. Like, I was aware of it prior. I'd never seen it in real life, and I talked to him. I was like, "Hey man, I really want this. Like, can I buy it from the bar?" And he's like, I don't know. We'll see." And then I every time I saw him since then, for years, I talked to him about it. Well, when they moved out and the dive moved in, they didn't take it with them. And we were going in there while it was under construction, and the frame was broken, and it was just sitting in the staircase. And I talked to the dive guy, and I was like, "Hey man, I wanted this from the previous. I'm willing to buy it." And he's like, "Oh, we're just gonna throw it out. You can take it." So I have it. It's still in my garage. I never got the frame fixed, but I own this.
Oh.
I know.
After all that years.
I know, but if you remind me, I can show you. You've probably seen it 100 times just walking in here because it's sitting. But I got it from that bar, and it was like one of those things I kept hounding, and eventually,
And then give a fuck about it after you got it.
Well, I was just like it has been.
Where would you possibly put something like that?
It has been professionally framed, so like it's not as simple as like just unframing it and getting a new frame. Like it's going to be a process to have it deframed and then reframed. So it's like it's going to be a couple $100 of investment. I just never have had a couple $100. I'm like, this is a good time for a Pitbull poster.
So that's a good segue to talking about the new $20 tier on Patreon.
Where I go into dog species every week.
and high art.
Actually, I wouldn't be against that, but
Yeah. I think that's all I got.
Okay.
I might have more. Did I take notes? I'm such a fucking.
After the whole thing, now you're looking to see if you have notes.
No, I got fettuccine wet ass pussy in here still.
Dude.
An old classic.
Great.
An old classic.
What
you got, Joey?
Finally saw Mortal Kombat 2 because it's streaming now. Oh, I fucking loved it.
It's not bad,
it's fucking
right?
great.
It's not bad.
It's so much better than the first one. It's one of those rare movies, not the original.
Yeah.
The first of this series.
Yeah.
The last. It's hard to say now because it's two different ones. Yeah. The reboot.
Yes.
It's better than the first reboot.
Agreed.
This is significantly better,
Agreed.
which is rare.
Yeah.
And good job.
Yeah, I agree. Like, my criticism of it, and I liked it. My criticism of it, not all the acting is top tier.
It wasn't in the first one either, so I wasn't expecting.
No, not that I was
It wasn't
expecting.
terrible.
But it doesn't mean that it deserves to not be
No,
mentioned.
But it was not like Annihilation.
No. But my big complaint about it was that there's like this Katana story in that, and then there's this Johnny Cage story, and it's ultimately fine. But I think the movie would have benefited more from being about one, and then next time being about the other.
That's if there was next time. But I would think so. I mean, it's got more lore, more characters, and people like it.
So I just feel like those were both good stories.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I thought they were both like decently done. Like
Yeah,
I cared about both lines at the same time.
I did too, and like I said, I still like the movie.
Yeah.
It's just like I think that had I just gotten one, and they could have dug a little bit even deeper into it, I would have been even more happy, and then saved the other one for another time and dug a bit deeper into that I already like the kind of formula to as well. But that was like my big criticism regarding it. But I like. I think my statement was it's so much better than it should have been.
yes, that's what you said. I would agree.
Yeah.
But just to show you that it could be good.
Yeah,
I mean, fun.
and also to show you like how they could make it feel like the game sometimes, and also have it.
No,
make
they have
sense.
all the stages.
Yeah,
they
the
have-
stages
They,
and everything.
they frame it sometimes in
Yeah.
a way that's just like the. Yeah.
and completely works. Doesn't take you out of it. Feels like a head nod, but doesn't distract from the story either.
It's
Like-
not. It's not. Yeah, it's not like smashing in your face. Like this is from the game.
Yeah. Agreed. I quite enjoyed it as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and I would like to see more characters
I would too.
because they got you bought into the supernatural aspects this time, much more so than the first time.
Much more so than the first
Yeah.
time. I actually don't even view this as a direct sequel to the first one.
It doesn't seem like it because the whole first movie was to like introduce this new character that everybody fucking didn't give a shit about, and then spoil it, they fucking killed us, this motherfucker. I said, good, I don't give a fuck.
They're like, we heard you.
And then they brought back Scorpion.
Yep.
And Bihan.
Yep.
It's great.
Good way to do it. I agree. Solid offering.
I didn't know there was a Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly, Sherlock Holmes movie that came out several years back. It's on Netflix. I watched it.
How was it?
It's to be expected.
Was it funny at least?
It's funny and dumb the way Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly movies are.
But was it funny and dumb and good? Like Step Brothers is funny and dumb and good.
Yes, it's not as good as Step Brothers.
And Talladega Nights and
No, it's not. That's why I didn't know it existed.
gotcha.
Till Netflix was like, you like Sherlock Holmes movies and you like Will Ferrell movies. Here's one.
Gotcha.
It seems to be a whatchamacall. It's like I wouldn't say Iron Man, but he's not Iron Man. The guy to play Iron.
Tony Stark. Robert Downey Jr.
The guy playing yeah. I feel like it's a spoof off of that particular Sherlock. If you've watched those movies, I feel like this was done in that way, but like spoofing on it.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
Spoofing.
spoofing. I can't come up with the word right now.
Parody?
Yes, that's the word. I've been having a problem with that lately.
Is
myself.
that file count? Did I tell you about that?
Yeah, but I don't know why. Because I know what the word I'm thinking of, and multiple times I've had to.
Because your brain is 45 years old.
Yeah, almost.
You just start doing cocaine.
Oh, how speed up? I have a lot. I still have Adderall, so I can start just snorting those.
You can, if you'd like to.
You could bring it next time we record too. You know,
and then we can have a 6-hour episode.
or
This one flew by, guys.
we could have a normal length episode and just have another 4 hours of great time afterwards.
Yeah. But good thing is AI is really good at telling me the word I need. I just type in the whole phrase of like the word for when you're alone and like you're thinking about stuff and it's dark, whatever
like-
it is. I would just type out my whole thought on
just
the
feel
word
like
that I know what it is, and it'll be like, it's this word. I'm like, you're right.
It's
that
just
word.
so rare that I had that kind of time.
Yeah.
To type real quick.
Yeah, like usually when I'm looking for words, I'm in the middle of making a point or something. You know, like,
Oh no, that's not what I'm. Yeah,
and I can't be like, no. It's like when you have a Joey, when you have a
Table.
Hold on, let me get my phone out and
Yeah.
I'll type in this little thing.
No, that's not when I have a hard time finding words. It's
Are
like
you-
when I'm like writing stuff.
Are you also worried that eventually AI is going to tell you, like, yeah, the word you're thinking about is disconnecting all your power because you're robbing the data center of another 15 kilowatts of energy?
I mean, I have AI. Are we going to go into AI right now? Because there's stuff to talk about in AI.
I don't have
As
anything
always.
AI related this week, but you're welcome to bring up whatever was in your nerd week, Joey. I'm always welcome.
The AI virus thing.
Yeah.
Do you read that? I thought it was just like clickbait. I thought it was going to be something lesser because sometimes
Like
there's-
Poggle.
Poggle.
Yeah, he was the leader of the bugs in Clone Wars, or like in and his name is Poggle the Lesser.
Ah, yes, I remember now. you would know if you.
If you'd watched fucking Clone Wars, you
Yeah.
fucking lazy bum.
Listen.
If you'd have just watched 13,000 episodes,
Yeah.
Instead
would've
of
just
fucking the
watched Clone
Marvels,
Wars.
you watch Marvels instead.
Yeah, that was 2 hours.
that's
That's
also
like 5 episodes.
It's also our fault.
Yeah.
It's not like he watched it on his own. We were like, now do Marvel next. Now juggle.
No, specifically the
Now
Marvels.
swallow the sword and the flaming blade.
Actually, I think The Marvels was 90 minutes. And
That's at least 4 episodes.
yeah, but he gave me the list, the cut down list.
Yeah.
It was still
It's still significant.
60 fucking episodes.
I mean, I've watched a 1,000
that's-
episode
and that's
series, so that's nothing to me.
Out
Yeah,
of
but
the
for most people.
possible 400 episodes that it could have been.
Well, you said the flight to Thailand. So when we,
Yeah. Yeah.
I had my ties mistied there.
I hear no matter who you go to there, you can get
Get the same
untied.
service.
So they asked generative AI to come up with sequencing to make viruses, and it did. They gave like 100 and some different variation of possible viruses.
Like computer viruses?
No.
Or
No,
human, like
living-
biological
biological viruses.
Okay, that's way worse.
That's way worse. And then I was like, okay, it's cool, interesting idea. And then, well, first of all, what I was saying is that clickbait titles, often at least the article is at least somewhat true. Except like really exaggerated. So
Yeah,
I
okay.
thought it was that. The article's title was like, fucking AI is making viruses that can, making viable viruses. And I was like, that can't be real. There must be some kind of simulation.
And that doesn't sound too clickbaity, honestly. AI is making viable viruses. Like that's like no, I feel
That's terrible.
AI is making virus that can eat man's flesh and destroy your parents' wombs and fuck it like that. That is like, oh god, this is clickbaity.
Yeah, true.
So they made them to attack other
E. coli.
things. Well, so it's not just E. coli.
Yeah, but yeah.
To attack other things, and the idea being that if they can treat it, they can make it so that it attacks E. coli. Then they can also make it to attack cancer cells. They can make it to attack the AIDS virus. So they can do these other things, and they can target specific.
They can
illnesses.
also target brain tissue or kidneys.
I mean, that's
That's the fucking problem, right?
Well, yeah, but no. The real problem is they won't just target. They'll just be like, oh, kill human cells,
Yeah. That doesn't need to.
denature all DNA.
Yeah, but not even AI doing it, right? Because AI is coming out with this. It's just now that people have access to this. So they sequenced. They actually took the information the AI gave, the 100 and something virus, and then 7 of them they made, and it worked. Like they made it exist in real life now, and then they're like, oh, it's perfectly harmless to humans. Like that, you can't say that.
no, you can't say that.
The problem with viruses is we can't even take care of the ones we do know of. we have to get flu shot every year because it fucking changes.
Mm-hmm.
We know that the thing that viruses do is they fucking change.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you going to be like, we're going to create these brand new viruses that never existed in the history of the universe, and then they'll be fine. But also just trusting AI to do it.
Yeah. Well, that's your boat.
Yeah. This is another.
And you're a pharmacist.
Yeah.
It's literally your
So like,
boat.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, it's the thing, right? It could fucking kill all humans, or it could actually be a thing that fucking cure all diseases.
Right.
Oh my God. Something's got to take me out, Joe.
I mean, at some point the sun's gonna blow up.
If I have to wait that long. Jesus Christ.
But I mean, that's the beauty of it, because AI is the thing that could do the things we can't do because of the time. Like, it can make a million fucking trial medications that we can't fucking do.
You could finally read all the books because there's time.
It has people are scanning books into AI.
But then it destroys it.
That's it was a Twilight Zone episode.
Yes. But I understand Bobby more now, just laughing at the chaos, because I was like reading and like listening to more AI stuff in the car, and I just started laughing. It's really bad, and I just started laughing like, oh man, this is terrible. It's very interesting.
So like my thing is like what can you do? You know?
Right.
You know, like where it's like you just gotta.
And this is when I started laughing, because I didn't think about this when this person brought it up. Is that AI is a catch-22? We wanted to stop or not progress.
Pause.
But if it does, we're in trouble at this point, because it seems like everything's tied into it financially, and it has to keep being funded and growing to keep the economy. And if it doesn't, then everyone loses their retirement.
Did you see the?
I didn't think about the part that like all investments. There's so much investment into AI now that if the AI bubble does pop, it's going to be fucking awful financially.
Did you see the 24-year-old former OpenAI researcher that started his own hedge fund?
No.
So he started his own hedge fund after writing some Silicon Valley manifesto about AI, the future of AI. And it became like a huge document that people had to read. And, you know, they said he was a genius and all this other shit. And then he talked a bunch of people into, you know, hey, I'm making all this investments. Like you come on. He was managing 65 or 45 or 65. Not that it matters when there's a billion, 45 to 65 billion. He lost 80% of it in 3 days.
Why?
Because he was leveraged so poorly, and some chip manufacturer wasn't going to meet the demand or their expectations for, and all of his shorts and longs all ended up equaling selling everything at 30 cents on the dollar.
Yikes.
That's what happens when you play with pretend money, because none of that money was real in the first place. It's all just numbers. It's great.
So we just erased $35 to $55 billion worth of on paper assets in 3 days.
That's a lot.
It's fucking crazy.
It's great. I mean,
Yeah, I don't think that you have to. It goes back to that perpetual growth thing. I think from listening to these guys, these experts that you've been sending me,
yeah.
there's still plenty of research and technological advancements that can be made right now within AI without
Yes.
pushing its capabilities further.
Yes.
So I think that there's still room there
Yes.
for economic wealth
But you have
with hitting the pause button. It's hitting that turn off button. I think I agree with you with like unplugging it, you know, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
That would cause economic chaos.
Yeah.
But I think with pausing it, there's still enough work to be done there, seemingly.
The problem is the stock market being all fake money and stuff is all based on mass hysteria. The value of money in the stock market is based on mass hysteria. What people believe in and don't believe in, right? Because it's not real money. So when so people lie to investors or stretch the truth or spin it in order to get more money, right? Or to get them to not sell their stock for the valuation to go up or whatever the fuck. So if you tell people, okay, we're still going to develop all this other stuff, but we're going to pause on doing whatever. Like the fear is that investors will be like, oh, this is a sinking ship. And then one person sell, two people sell, and then everyone starts selling. That's usually how things collapse, right?
I agree. But I do think that these people are smart enough, because a lot of times when the things collapse, it's because something has, like the bottom has fallen out of it.
Yeah.
And since the bottom hasn't even been explored.
Yeah.
Like I think that there's smart enough people in the marketing, branding, development kind of stuff that can package it where it won't cause the hysteria. I think there's people that are smart enough in this particular field to be like, right now we're advancing in this area. It's just you just reframe it, without saying like we're stopping moving it forward. We haven't even explored the lateral capabilities of this yet. I think there's a way. I think that one doesn't need to be as doom and gloom.
August 29th at 2:34 a.m.
Skynet becomes self-aware.
So we've only got 15 days.
Yeah, I smoke. I smoke my stogie wherever I want, because I'm a man. I don't have to sneak it around like you. Like one of my favorites.
I was thinking about having a Skynet party.
Yeah, but
we're gonna listen to nothing but MTV's Unplugged.
Hell yeah!
Wow,
all acoustic, baby.
I mean, Unplugged in New York is like my favorite. Just because, from memory-wise, or nostalgia-wise, my favorite album. Who decided to call AIs agents? Like, we watched The Matrix. We grew up with The Matrix.
Super agent.
Why would they? Is that unless they think it's funny? Because that's what we call them. Because we don't call them LLMs, large language models. We don't call them AIs because people think it's one thing. So like, you have to call them something.
But I think we do call them AIs. Like, I think they call them agents.
I mean, it's becoming a normal term.
But I feel like when I talk to people about it, they're like, yeah, I'll put it into AI. Or ChatGPT becomes all the AI.
Right, like the Nintendo.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is it because AI has agency?
They are agents of whatever the fuck you want them to be.
Do the sign.
But like it's like we have fucking dystopia sci-fi about agents, AI agents being real bad, and then we name these AI agents. Maybe that's not a better word. Maybe they have a file cabinet issues. They're like, agent sounds good, right? And I've been watching space stuff because I like space stuff. Also, it's like the wild wonderment. I love the infinity of and how much space there is, and when you learn about it, it's mind-boggling.
Yeah, somebody commented on the light thing. It's talking about the dark matter influences and that's blah blah blah. So I think it was Waleed, if memory serves, but he had a hot take for you on it.
Oh, okay. But like we can't leave. Like, and the more I'm looking in, like, it's
what
Earth. I mean, our solar system.
Oh yeah,
and like the more I'm learning,
I'm not even usually trying to leave Frederick.
I'm trying to leave my house. But like the more I'm learning about like the just a local system, just the ecology. I don't know. I'm having problems with words.
Like
today.
ecosystem.
Yeah, just how everything's built, the structure of the universe, the structure of just the galaxy, of like our local space. It's like we can't leave. We have a hard time even going up from our solar system. We have to go laterally. You know how like all the planets are spin around the sun in about the same angle.
Right.
It's not like the classic nuclear symbol
like nucleus.
where it's going all around. No, we're going in one plane.
But it's multiple planes, but they're all sort of.
It's sort of solid.
Yeah.
And we can't even make our ships go upwards. We have to go side to side because of gravity. And I'm like, if we can't even do that, and then if you go out further, then there's just huge obstacles just to leave our local neighborhood. So like
tires and rope swing.
I mean, we have a lot of random shit in space we put there now too.
Well, did you see this debris system we just went through?
Yeah, the rocks
last night.
Yeah. Oh, they went through us. I don't know. However that works.
Yeah, and I'm not sure it's all rocks. but like they might have been like old satellites, and
Yeah,
all,
they come down.
Yeah. But it was like a meteor shower basically last night. Like, or you could watch it. I fell asleep, but I like, well, I feel like that's one of those things. I'd walk outside and be like, not what I thought it was going to be, and walk back inside. I'm rarely impressed with the type of shit. They're like, it's a blood moon. I'm like, yeah, all right, good night.
But it's not that we can't leave; it's we don't live long enough, right? Because like a light year of like, as everybody knows, Alpha Centauri is how many light years? Do you remember now?
Oh, that's the next one over.
About 4.
About 1.
4 to 5. Like, but it's like even 1 light year, it's at the fastest speed we can travel is still so fucking far.
We can't travel that fast.
Even if we did, it'd take a year. And
It takes infinite amount of energy.
yeah, but we can go there slowly. We can just fucking aim something there, and it'll get. I mean, was it Voyager? It left our local solar system relatively recently.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that was launched in like what,
The 70s.
70?
Is that the one that becomes the villain in Star Trek?
Yeah.
It's fucking cool. It's like a cool idea.
Yes. But it's just time. It's not that we can't leave. It's just we don't live long enough. So if we live a long time,
77.
Yeah.
we can go anywhere. So AI is what can do that for us. If we want to survive,
Who gives a if we can't fucking do it? Fuck that.
no, as a species, if we want a legacy, if we want like the universe to know that humans were here at some point, that's what we would do. We would have to create machines or AI or something that.
But didn't we send like a Beatles record or something in there?
Imagine if we sent
But it can't speak for us.
1,000 little dicks
Speaks for me. Hard day's night.
into the universe, like just now. 1,000 little dicks.
That would be Robert D's legacy.
Yep. But I mean,
Somebody look at it and be like, I don't know what it is.
Robert Dicktoff.
but I mean, that's I think that's how the human race can get closer to immortality. I don't think we can digitize our brains. Maybe we can, but like I'm not sure if that's the same thing.
I don't know if I give a fuck
About
that. Like
a long-term existence of the species of going out into the stars.
yeah.
I mean, do you care about it?
I care. I do. Not the survival of the
You
human
ha-
species, perhaps, but like
Yeah, especially
just to
having
go,
had kids.
just so a part of us has gone out there. I mean, there's so much out there.
You can send your dick.
I mean, I guess things don't decay in space because there's no bacteria. Right? I can just chop my dick off and just eat it
Yeah,
up there.
like that
There's a
could be-
Wu-Tang member that chopped his dick off.
Of course there is.
His name's Christ Bearer, and he was on PCP and cut his fucking dick off.
Did he get reattached?
Yeah, I think so. But now it's some sort of Franken penis.
I mean, did Bob somebody? Bobbitt.
Bobbitt. Yeah.
John Wayne.
Yes.
There's a great fucking.
Pornography with him. Yeah, I see that.
I think that one's called Franken penis or Franken wiener or something
That's
like
what
that.
made me remind me of that.
But there's a great Martin Lawrence bit about how it happened. Like it all happened over a plate of mashed potatoes. Right.
Yeah.
Like, when I get home, I want my mashed potatoes done right. And he gets home and they're all lumpy, and he throws them against the wall. Get in here! Fuck it, come here! Didn't I tell you when I came home I want my mashed potatoes done right? Now get upstairs and I'll be there when I get in there.
She chucked that shit out the window.
Yes.
Yeah. And some dude found it and, like, I think gave it a little kick, like, you know, when you don't recognize something.
It's crazy.
I also a lot less keen on there being aliens visiting us anyway. Not that I think aliens is out there somewhere, but like spaceships that come and like observe us. I'm less keen on that. The more I realize how hard space travel is.
Well, why can't the alien spacecraft that's coming to visit us be powered by their alien AI?
There could be. I'm just yes, from really really long time ago. Yeah, it's just really hard. That's just
Well, yeah, most spaceships.
you know what? It's actually kind of give credence to the idea that God made the universe for us. Like if I think about it that way, it's like He made the whole universe out there for us to look at of infinity, right? And then put so much barriers for us not to be able to leave.
Well, maybe it's really the lesson here is shoot for the stars, aim for the moon.
Or you don't always get what you want.
Yeah,
But sometimes
there's some things that just are not possible.
You get
Or
what
maybe
you
it's
need.
just to keep you, I mean, if we're going down the God road of it, maybe it's just to keep you having ambition. to keep pushing further, to keep finding the will to move forward,
Because idle hands.
do the devil's work. That's the only other option.
I feel like Idle Hands done a lot of good things.
Like what? They're just sitting there.
Mine are usually masturbating.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I do to not have idle hands.
What do you think about flock cameras? Those are AI.
I hate them.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of any kind of surveillance, usually like government surveillance.
Yeah, I'm torn on it. Like I don't like it. It's not even the problem. Is it's not even government. It's contracted.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Yeah.
For government means, though, right?
The government definitely has access.
Yeah, they have access to it.
Yeah.
But the problem or the good part of them is they do solve a lot of crime. They really 100%
They also
to really stop crime or find fucking 20-year-old criminal, like not 20-year-old criminals from 20 years ago that like, oh, that's that guy.
No, specifically 20-year-old criminals.
Yeah.
All these criminals like waiting for their 21st birthday. No.
Yeah, it's just it's just like the DNA thing. You don't want to give it up for the to be tracked, but like DNA is what solves crime. And even now with the familial DNA, it's like if your brother did something and your DNA is in the system, they'll find your brother.
Yeah, it's just databases like that are tough in general because there's no way to prove that the information has been erased when it's no longer appropriate for them to have it.
Or that people aren't using it appropriately because they already definitely
Correct.
have.
And
like
selling
people looking
it.
up their ex-girlfriends and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's
It goes back to that Ben Franklin shit, man. Like that, those who would trade their freedom for protection deserve neither and will lose both.
yeah. But
Old Benny boy.
Yeah, Benny.
I don't think it's that simple as
Benny's my kind of lunatic.
The other option of having no surveillance is just like
So,
shit going
Yeah.
wrong and no one gets caught.
That's the,
the other side of it is and was before whether or not
and will continue to be. Sorry.
Nice.
whether or not it was as effective was it forced police to do good police work.
Sometimes you just can't trace a car going down 5 different highways when the cameras are like, yeah, this car just went that way and over there now. Like that's not police work. You can't like 3 days later you can't say where this fucking car went, and the cameras are like, yeah, we tracked it the whole time.
Right. But what do they do? I mean, there's plenty of other things that cops now are. I'm not sure what they're doing.
Well, cops. Well, also,
I feel like they get on
This-
Facebook and they're like, "Who killed Roger Rabbit?"
Well, I mean, half the time with these drill rappers, all they got to do is go to their stories.
Yeah.
This is also telling on themselves.
There's a distinction from watching all these true crimes of like cops aren't the ones solving cases. Cops are the people who comes to respond. Like detectives are the ones who are taking cases.
You know what?
But detectives.
No,
are
but
cops.
here I'm like they're not the same thing.
No, but they're
also
the same
police
agency.
Yeah, same agency. But yeah, there's definitely goods from fucking tracking.
Yeah, well,
DNA
that's
database, health databases.
That's
fucking
everything.
cameras.
That's everything, though, right? There's always otherwise no one would do it if there wasn't positives that came from it. Do you know what I mean? It's
Problem
about
is that the
it's
negatives a lot of times way outweigh the positives.
or the potential negatives that people hadn't even considered could, like that's that like it's that's
Look
why
at the
there's
fucking Patriot Act.
this constant cat and mouse game of it.
Yeah, this similar to my view as always. I think the cameras, the system itself is inherently either neutral or is beneficial. The problem is that the people tied into the people can be bad and use it badly.
Well, that's
but like the technology itself,
it's like
it's a good idea.
It's almost like a pistol.
And social media.
Anything.
Social media is another huge one.
You can't take out the whole fear of it all is the potential misuse by human beings.
Yeah,
Or the
And
negative
versus
effects
the-
of
and
it.
versus
all,
potential good.
and all the gains are the potential good uses from human beings.
Yeah.
It's just the
or for human beings.
yeah, it's just the balance of life, isn't it?
And I was watching YouTube as always, and I saw this.
It is the best streaming platform in my opinion for media.
It's also tracking the most.
Yeah, but it is like I too watched some YouTube this week, and like just thinking about like the amount of media that I have consumed and where I'm consuming it, and like where I tend to be most satisfied. It's often YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, you can look for exactly what you want and exactly the length you want, so to speak. It's like I have 5 minutes to watch a video. I have an hour to watch a video.
Yeah.
So it was AI, but not the ominous stuff. Just like actually running AI because I run AI locally to play D&D with myself. So I was like just watching videos on that topic.
Right.
And then this one I saw this one video, this tutorial of a memory system to help with your games, and it's mine. Because I'm in these Discord groups, and like I came up with this idea of how to make memory modules for your games, and I was sharing with people. I said, I think you can do it this way, and I went and tested it myself, and it works, and then I shared it, and then I didn't think much of it. This was months ago, and then I came across this video the other day, and it's like my idea, right? But I'm not credited. Nothing's credited. The guy was just, I don't think the guy was taking credit for making the system either, but he was like showing people, like people have been asking about memory systems because he's an AI creator, so like a content creator. And then I don't know how I felt about that. It's like,
Is it possible that it came from your Discord post?
it has to be, I was like, oh, multiple people have probably thought about the same idea. None that I know of. Before I started it, now people in that group is all using it. But like because of the wording of the prompts, the way you prompt stuff to put in to make it do the thing, is exactly my wording. Like
Let's burn this motherfucker down.
I don't think you can come up with exact word. Like multiple people have multiple same ideas at the same time.
What's his fucking YouTube?
Yeah,
No,
what's
but
this
that's
fucking asshole?
I don't think he was. I don't think it's malicious.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
The thing is, no, it's
Give you credit, Joey.
I
no,
agree.
but that's the thing that just got me to like.
Here's your chance for legacy. Stop fucking shooting
on,
for the goddamn
nerds. You wanna
stars
rage
and
about
get a little
something?
credit on Discord for Christ's sake before you start looking at Pluto.
Yeah, and if you really want to
To
show,
the dog.
if you really want to show, you join the $20 Patreon,
Where I'm gonna have my new show about copyright infringement and
Right.
idea stealing.
and that's where you can get Joey's memory module prompts, and Bobby will promise to provide him something.
Yes.
It's also a bunch of tiny dicks.
Less than 1,000.
Less than 1,000.
But as usual, things just make me introspective and reflect on myself and the way I feel and try to analyze. Like I felt the way. I wasn't mad at the guy, but I'm like, this is my thing. Getting credit for it means nothing for me, right? Because I gave it out there. I didn't promote it. I just was in a group and I was trying to be helpful. But it made me feel like I
Are
wish
you upset
people
that
knew
he's-
this.
that he's monetizing it.
No, not at all.
It's on YouTube.
Not. It's not. Yeah.
Yeah, you can monetize YouTube.
It's probably monetized.
Yeah. So
That's what I was asking. Like, is he
Yeah.
upset that somebody else?
Oh, is he upset? I was just saying it's definitely monetized.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to turn on monetization.
You don't have to. He did.
Oh, yeah.
But like I'm trying to figure out my own feelings on them. Why do I feel away? Why do I need to feel away? Because like, why does credit matter? Because it doesn't. It's not. It gains me nothing.
No, I think
At the end of the day,
Well, it gains you
Why
one
do I
small
feel-
thing. If you watch the video and he was like, and a lot of this I got from, and then just names your Discord handle.
Yeah.
And so like that. So like, cool job by
Cypho
him.
DS 74.
Like cool.
Typo DS. That motherfucker. That motherfucker did.
Even if he just said
He fucked
like,
up a lot.
like, and that was pretty cool, man. So, yeah, whatever. And then just moved on. Like, you would just be like, oh, that's cool.
Why do I need that? That's like.
It's not.
I feel like it's some kind of narcissism, and I don't like it.
I don't think it's about need. I think it's about acknowledging that somebody did the right thing, right? Like
I don't think he did the wrong thing. I don't think it's malicious. I think he probably heard it from somewhere
you can
else.
do the wrong
and
thing,
he's
but
just-
you can do the wrong thing without it being malicious.
Because just like someone doing a drawing tutorial, someone probably came up with a way that you do this line in Procreate or whatever. Like, but
Well,
it's,
yeah,
it's
you didn't
widely
create-
known now.
You didn't create the words that you used into the prompt.
Yeah,
But-
and I didn't create the AI program itself.
Right. But it's when other people take your work product and don't even necessarily have to say that they came up with it, but just don't even credit it.
But what if he doesn't know who I am? He got it from.
What if you just said, and this came from somebody and I don't know who, but it wasn't me. Right. But if you just leave it up to like, now these other dudes.
Stolen valor,
Yeah. Next thing you know, he's going to be
like that
putting on
little
a-
skeleton dude.
Yeah, he's going to be putting on a 4-star general uniform and AI and himself next to Pat. And that was Trump. That was Trump.
You remember that little skeleton dude? People can say whatever they want, but that motherfucker stole his shit from me.
a fucking Undertales.
Yeah, whatever that little Sands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you remember?
Yeah, they stole that, dude. It's too much. It's the friendly skeleton face, the fucking
robe
flip flops, the whole like. If it had been just one thing or the other, but don't tell me that wasn't. Don't tell me that wasn't inspired. I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
But things do have people come up with ideas separately.
They do. If you created a ninja, right? If you created a ninja, and you were like, "Hey, man, this ninja is like a black and blue ninja." I'd be like, "Oh, that's cool."
What you got?
If you were like, "Hey, man, I created a ninja and he's black and blue and he uses ice powers and he's from a ninja clan that was part of another ninja clan, but now he's kind of doing his own thing. He has a brother too, and his brother has a scar, and he also is known for killing people by ripping their heads out of their spine with the spine attached." I'd be like, "Yeah, that's a little similar, dude."
But they have whole animals like that. Like Australia has they're like weird Australian versions of mammals.
I don't know. What am I, a zoologist, Joey? I'm trying to tell you that motherfucker has flip flops on.
You think he's a Bobby Skullface fan?
Not necessarily. I think that I think so. Like that, I predate that character. Like when I started looking into it, right?
You were around years before.
Yeah, I was around, but it was around like when I started popping. Right, so it was like right during. So like, if you're in pop culture, which this guy clearly is,
think of popping each other's assholes.
It's likely that if you were into Transformers, you might have caught wind of me, and then to see the flip flops, the baggy pants, the fucking he shortened the robe to a coat, but like it's just too similar. It's just too similar.
Yeah,
and I think I'll be honest with you. Had the flip flops not been there, maybe. But them fucking flip flops were telling because they weren't like they were slides.
Yeah, they were. They're definitely the kind you wear.
They were definitely the
character.
Kind, you know. But whatever. Sorry. I know I'm owed a bag on that motherfucker. I know that. I'm owed a bag.
Joey, I just want to see you get the respect that you deserve for.
I don't want. So that's that. I don't.
Yeah,
want
you
to
don't
be known.
want. You don't want respect. I think. I
don't care what he wants.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I just think it's like it's fucking rude. I think it's rude. Like, it doesn't mean that he intended to be rude, but, like, sometimes you can do rude shit not intending to be rude.
And I think just saying, like, I'm not, even if he didn't know who it was, like, I found this floating around.
Now put that whore out there! No.
I found this floating around on, message boards and everything like that. So I don't know who came up with it, but it works. So here, I'll make a video about it.
It's cool to come up with an idea that, like, a bunch of people also thinks is cool and adopts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think it's just nice to say
a little tip of the hat. Like anybody that ever lets me hold a toy that I review.
Mate.
Yeah. Anybody that ever lets me, I always say like, sometimes people are like, "Hey, I don't want,"
yes.
And I'll still be like, "Hey man, I want to shout at this dude. He doesn't want to be mentioned, but I want him to know I'm shouting." It's just a right thing to do. It's just a little tip of the hat. It's like it's just proper home training and manners.
Little waggle of the cane.
little twisting of the monocle.
little pinch and twist of the testicle.
Of the testicle.
Little puff of the cigar.
Yeah.
A little draft of the beer. Is that how that works?
Little brush of the taint.
Little dive of the draft.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's probably just something in our human nature that wants credit. I think it's something innate in us probably for me to feel that way.
Yeah, but I mean credit. I don't know. Even that, like I think credit comes with some sort of praise. And I think you could be acknowledged without needing credit. Yeah.
I watched Alone because Robert D is a fan. Also, he told me about Alone when we were at Skullfest, and I watched
Alone.
That show. So
you should also check out Alomo. I hear it's really good.
So I believe it's pronounced Alamo.
Oh yeah.
Remember it. And I'm watching the regular season, which is fine, but the last episode isn't out yet, which is a bummer. I didn't realize the last episode isn't out yet till like next week. But Netflix dropped also the Australian one. Australia has its own Alone, same series, but they're doing it
like The Office,
I guess. They are very underwhelmed at the Australians' performance on multiple aspects. I was like, oh shit, it's the Outback, mate.
Do you know
cheese fries?
Do you know anybody that's just appropriately whelmed?
No,
because it's either over or under.
Well, because you don't mention it if it's just exactly just right.
I'm whelmed
Because when
I'm underwhelmed.
Right, but I was like, I just want somebody to be like, hey, how are you? Like, I'm well.
I'm whelmed. Yeah. I think generally speaking, though, I'm an underwhelmed person. Like I'm dissatisfied.
Yeah. So the location they picked New Zealand, southern New Zealand as the location, and I think the location itself was poor. There's too many rules because sometimes they go to alone and they're like, okay, in this region of fucking Arctic Canada, you can't fucking net fish a certain way, or you can't kill this one species. You can't fucking kill it. All right, it's protected. Or like you can shoot those, but you can't snare them. They're rules like that, little rules.
Drum.
Yes, because it will bother the local indigenous people maybe.
Although they're usually into bongos and shit like that. I feel like
That seems like that's racist. I think that's just Matthew McConaughey.
A little percussion joke.
usually percussion is the beginning of music.
But there's too many rules because there are indigenous people. So like they can't hunt at night. They can't leave fishing lines out because a lot of times you can make a bunch of fishing lines, come back later to see if they can't do that. I don't think they can snare because nobody was snaring. There's like only two kinds of fish in this fucking water, which is trout and eels, and
They take that plenty of fish in the sea.
two fish.
No, I think it's one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
I think you're right.
Old classic.
But eels are, I think, sacred to the local population. So like you have to catch and release. So like a lot of people kept catching eels and not being able to eat them and just starving. So this season of Alone in Australia just ended up being instead of a survival show and seeing how people can live in an area, it became just a starvation show. No one was getting any food. It was basically the guy who won. I like him enough. He has a good willpower. He was literally just fucking sitting there like vomiting by the end, but he was like, I'm not quitting. But it was just a starvation show because like you would see all the wildlife around and they can't eat. Like you see them keep catching eels, and then you see like at night, like because a lot of animals are nocturnal, they can see like that's a weasel. I could eat it, but I'm not allowed to fucking hunt it at night.
Right.
So it's like the whole. I think the show was put together poorly by the producers. Like, why would you pick this location? This is not the spirit of the show, and I felt bad for the contestant, but also some of the contestants sucked. Like I never understood people who go on this show in particular and then just do not have the skills for it, or they have the mental fortitude. Like one dude left after one night because he missed his family. I'm like, do you like your family that much?
Oh yeah, you've talked about this.
Yeah. And okay, so that guy has a wife, right?
Oh.
That guy was from several seasons ago. They let her in the show this season. She left after 4 days for the same reason. I was like, I understood what my husband was saying now. I miss my family. It's like, bitch, you wasted a slot somebody else could have to win this $250,000 or whatever.
But you need some of that drama too, though, don't you? Like,
there's plenty of drama for in the survival itself. That's why it's fine. There's no human
I think if you don't have people quit along the way, it's somehow
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, you want people to quit. They do quit along the way, and sometimes for good reasons, and sometimes I think that it's bullshit. I think sometimes they're like,
They have a kid named Clarence
no.
because I hear Clarence parents
Parents
got a real good marriage.
So I think sometimes they use the family. I think they're doing bad, and they don't want to quit. And she's like, "Oh, I miss my family." I think that's some of that.
Yeah, but like, how bad could you be doing day one to quit?
Well, he makes it sound like it's pretty miserable.
Well,
Day one?
I mean,
they want indefinite. So if you've never done it, anything like you just get dropped off in the wood and be like, we're not coming back for you until you call us.
I live a pretty comfortable life.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like day one.
I don't know if I'm making it through day one. I wouldn't go on the show though.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
that's the thing. You know yourself enough to
But
not
like,
to
if
go
you went on the show, like your socks are fine after day one still.
kind of.
You know, it's not like you rip your sock in half. You're like, fuck, I won't ever have another sock until I quit.
Yeah, but I'm telling you,
It's bad.
that ain't for me. I don't even like a hike. That's only a couple hours.
I don't mind a hike.
I'm not a fan. I can enjoy a hike, but I need a destination that I find value in. So like if there's like an old insane asylum and we can hike for an hour through these woods to get to this insane asylum,
Yeah.
I'll be the
That's a
first one in
destination,
line.
yeah.
But if you're like, no, you just get up there and then it's a pretty decent view. I'm like, this view ain't bad.
right here. I made it myself.
Looks good to me.
I think
How much better does something need to look?
Well,
The
I
fucking
just- I
mountains, like I get it. Like
been there.
But if you say you would never go on the show, then that. But like this dude who's like, I miss my wife. Like, bitch, like, how cool is your wife? She ain't that cool.
yeah, but I think self-awareness is a lost art.
I think a lot of people are never alone. Like truly like in their own brains. Like they might be alone, but they're still on the phone. They're doing something or they're thinking about something else. They're not just with their own thoughts. And not everyone can sit with their own thoughts. It's not an easy thing.
Oh, I've done it.
It's rough. I hate it.
Well, I think so many of those particular. See, it's not that worries me about that. It's the problem-solving element.
Yeah, well, you don't have the set of skills that these people are supposed to have.
Yeah, it's like those survival skills.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm
You know,
sure
like-
that like when you apply for the show, they give you some amount of time so you could like
Well, you have to submit your own video.
get your skills.
Sure,
You,
but
you submit audition videos. They watch your video to see you show off your skills.
And what
they-
was that guy's audition video?
I don't know.
Like
They just show
6
it.
minutes. Like, honey, I need.
well, I mean, there's a
you."
lot of people that can fake the funk on the survival shit.
That's true.
You know, I know a lot of people that got a lot of hiking boots, and I never seen them anywhere but Walmart.
And I know quite a few.
It's like the tactical bros.
Yeah,
Quite
like
a-
all, what
quite
do
a
you
few
on the
country
cargo
guys.
pants? Like, you know, like I'm like, man, what are you doing? You ain't, I never see anything in the pockets.
down at the spot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a whole bunch of country dudes driving big old pickup trucks.
Yeah,
Never go four wheeling.
Listen to music about dogs and the good times.
Yep.
And
Never gone hunting.
but then you run into one that you're like, oh no,
You're the one.
you're the one. You know, like, and it's pretty. Like, I feel like Jeremy out. He's usually out
Yeah.
west. Like, that's a dude that, like, I think would be.
Bill's brother,
I
the
don't.
science guy.
Oh yeah. So like, I'm like, that's a dude that probably could survive somewhere. Like,
Oh, yeah, sure.
he has like the survival skills to get through, but he also is not like a chest beating, like, you know, like, yeah, partner, you know, you know, or like, you know, you don't see him in cargo pants and shit like that. Like,
Right.
you know,
But this is usually what you say about real, quote unquote, real ones in real life. Is like the real ones usually aren't the one fucking talking
yeah.
a lot about it. They just
Yeah.
low key just doing the thing.
yeah, but genuineness and authenticity are something that you feel more than hear.
Yeah, yeah. But I think it's a pride. It should be. I would think a pride issue too. If you go on this fucking thing, it's like you either win, right? Or there's three things: you win,
Lose or draw.
no,
Or
there's no
die.
draw. There's no draw. They make sure there's no draw unless two people quit at the same time, which hasn't happened. I would think two people have to call at the exact same second to quit at the same time for it to be a draw. But anyway, you win, you quit, or you get medicaled out. They come in and get you like you're fucked. You can't stay, right? So like if you have like serious pride, it's not a competition by yourself. I mean, it is. It's not a competition isolated. A lot of people are watching. We're all watching. There's a lot of watchers. So a lot of people are watching you fucking quit, and like that is
You know
that's
what?
rough. With pride, I think like you would, if you don't want to be there anymore, you would just hope to be medicaled out.
If they made me watch the Marvels over and over again, I quit.
Yeah.
And that's it for the.
So I get a buddy of mine gets stoned almost every day,
Nice.
What?
and
What
he's
do you mean stoned?
and he
Like
sends
buried up to his head? and-
No, it's rocks thrown at them.
Yeah.
yeah, it's rocks thrown at them, and he sends me a video usually every day,
Okay.
and today's was pretty funny.
Hey, when the water boy said that the goddamn alligator's ornery because got all them teeth and no toothbrush, you think that was true?
Oh, Mac attack.
So obviously saw the Odyssey. The other night,
What'd you think of it?
the other night, Laura and I had the kids got to go to their grandparents, and usually we like to take advantage of that and go out for a night and have fun and just.
But this year decided to go with.
But no. but just couldn't make the logistics of it happen. So what we did instead was got pizza from my favorite pizza place in Frederick, which is Average at Best, and
Weird name.
but they have a pretty good Sicilian. So we got a Sicilian and a hand toss, which was too much pizza for two people, but I enjoyed having the options of both. And came back and just sat down and ate pizza together and watched a movie, and that was a good time. Ended up being a good time. Low key for us for having the night to ourselves, but good time nonetheless.
Look at you enjoying being a
Yeah.
square.
Yeah,
Traditional good time, man.
Yep. And we watched Devil Wears Prada 2.
How is it?
It's
Twice
good.
as good as the first.
It's good.
It's like so good, like the X-Men 90.
No, it's good. It's probably I'd put it about where I'd put Spider-Man, like 7.6 of C, like a C, solid C.
Was Meryl in it again?
She does a great job.
Yeah,
she's a great actress.
talented.
Yeah.
What the universe, not our universe, their universe.
You can't get out of it.
We can't. Not that we know of. Would their universe be better without it? That's my question. Usually, they
no.
water it down to make the whole thing lesser.
No, I kind of view it as like it's like
Like the bonus scene.
yeah, like it's kind of like it's a supplementary material almost. It's like if you liked the first one, the second one expands it a bit and enriches it slightly and is probably worth your time, but you really got to like the first one.
Oh, so it's a DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. It's good. It's it's heartfelt and it's meant to make.
Did you cry?
No,
Did you tear up?
my wife definitely did.
Oh,
But it's like it's like if Devil Wears Prada was a square, they duplicated the square and kind of sanded the edges off, and then now we have this version of it, which is fine. And it does progress the story. It's not the same old telling. There is like a fatal character flaw in it for me, where like what I don't understand. I was talking to actually Jisk about it, and he pointed it out to me, and I was like, yeah, that's something that's been sticking in my craw that I haven't been able to articulate. But she's a miserable fucking bitch.
You had a hard time figuring that one out?
That's not the part that I had a hard time figuring out. Meryl Streep, right? She's a miserable fucking bitch, Floyd. And all of these people love her and are super loyal to her and would like never betray her and are like they fucking worship her, and really care about her. Like it's not just like they're beaten into submission. Like they genuinely think of her highly, and I don't get it. I don't.
Does she provide something? Not just money. Does she provide them with something?
I think that maybe. I mean, obviously, you go to the money. I mean, she's like a supervisory position in that agency, so there's that. But that's not it.
No, that's not. No, that's. You
I
don't
think
care
they-
about somebody just because.
I think they might believe in her vision.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They
but
provide them-
it's an awful lot to endure to believe in that vision, in my opinion. But still worthwhile. Still good enough little movie. I also started watching Larry David's new show on HBO.
new show. Oh.
Called Life, Larry and the Pursuit of Unhappiness.
Okay,
It's fucking outstanding.
I mean, you like that guy.
It's fucking outstanding. So it's basically Larry. It's going through American historic events and placing a Larry David type character in every event.
Oh, perfect.
It's fucking great. So like
The World War I one was my favorite.
in the trenches, like they're like doing trench warfare, and this guy like wants Larry to take a letter to his wife if he dies. And then like Larry's like, you don't want me. I'm gonna lose it. They're like, no. And the fucking guy ends up getting shot, and he's like trying to give the letter to Larry, and Larry's like pushing it back against his chest, like little things.
But the other part of that was like he's like, oh, is she beautiful? and like and the guy who's like trying to give him the letter is like shows a picture, and he's like, yeah, she's fine. He's like, no, she's beautiful, right? And he's like, yeah, she's. I'd take her out, but I'd make her pay for it. Like,
I'd go to the movies if she paid.
yeah.
So
My question is like Larry David, that when he is in shows, is it always the same character?
So he's only
But
really-
it just doesn't get old because it's still funny. But it seems like he just plays one character.
yeah,
He just plays himself basically.
yes, but it is like slightly different variations. It's like reskinned almost. It's because it's like
Right, but it's not a whole different character. He's not acting different things, right?
no, but he's not quite the same character. Like if he acted the same way in Curb as he does on this show, it would be jarring. But because you know him from Curb, it makes this one more charming. And both of those characters are super, dissatisfied and everything else.
Right. It seems like the same.
But the presentation of it is like this one's over the top. This is an over the top sketch comedy type thing. It's over the top. But
to me it's more like if Seinfeld were more real.
yeah, but also there's like the moving, like the little short blips of it. I don't know.
No, just Larry David's character in general. It's like if
in general, like from Curb and everything. Yes.
yeah, so
yeah.
It's amplifying the things that I think most of us think, but we, in order to have polite society, we just don't say.
Yeah.
And it's like he catches himself being like, I mean, she's not that pretty.
Yeah, and the guy's
whole,
like
ugly baby thing. Like,
Yes.
isn't my baby adorable? You're
No.
like, oh god. He's like, ee.
and the guy's like, he's like, but you could have just said yes. You could have just said yes. And he's like, yeah, but you didn't give me enough time. if you would have been like, hey, I'm in about an hour, I'm going to show you a picture. I could have come up with things to say, but you shocked me into truth. There's another one where he is like, he draws the first draft of the Declaration of Independence, and it's filled with all of these grievances that are completely frivolous. He's like, no more sharing umbrellas. New rule. No more sharing umbrellas. No, I don't want to share my umbrella with you. I prepared and you didn't, and now you be wet, and I'm now half of us got to be half wet. No more sharing umbrellas. And then they're like, what if a gentleman wants to offer? He's like, then he's just being nice. He doesn't really want to offer it. He's just being nice. He wants to remain dry, but you're too fucking stupid to bring your own umbrellas, and now we both got to suffer. It's fucking true. What was another one? No more line switching. You get in a line, that's the line, you commit to it. Then you don't go, this line's moving a little faster, start trying to jump over to this line. You pick a line, and you stick to it.
Live with the consequences.
He's like, what kind of, because they're like, these are ridiculous grievances. This has nothing to do with our independence. He's like, yeah, you want people just moving lines willy-nilly in this new world of yours? He was Alexander Bell. And he's like creating the first telephone, right? And he sets up this whole thing to show it off to like a panel of people to see this brand new invention. And then so he gets on the phone, he's like, hello, like it works. Everybody's like applauding. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm just sitting here. He's like, I too am sitting here. And then so what else? And they're like, oh, well. And then the one guy starts going in. He's like, my aunt has really been a pain in my ass recently. Within like 3 minutes, Larry wants to get off the phone.
Then someone's like,
and he's sitting there holding this, he's like, yeah, well, all right, well, I'm okay, yeah, and then Leslie says, all right, I'm gonna get off the phone, and then hangs up on him. It rings back. I think we got disconnected. He ends up picking the phone and ripping it out of the wall.
doesn't one of the women watching? She's like, wouldn't it be nice if you could, I don't know, send like a thing that showed me how you felt? It's like, we're not there yet.
Yeah. And they're like, what if it had like you could pick your own song for it to play when it rings? Anyway, it's fantastic. I highly recommend it. They're not all winners. Yeah. Like it's sketch comedy. There's some stronger ones and some weaker ones.
I would say most of them are funny.
Yeah, and some are hysterical.
And some are hysterical.
Dude, there's this one where like they talk about the first time that Rosa Parks was tested. And Larry is like sitting next to her and like sticks up for her so that she doesn't have to get up. And he's like, no, then I got to get up. Somebody's brushing past me. The next person comes in. Do I get a window seat? Do I get an aisle seat now? Like all this shit. So she ends up staying, but then he ends up talking to her so much that she voluntarily gets up and leaves and gets in the back because she's so disgusted with him. It's great. I too been watching some YouTube. I watched some documentary stuff on Youngblood.
Okay.
I didn't
children's.
I didn't know that Rob Liefeld technically doesn't own them anymore.
Oh, really?
He kind of lost the rights to them. It's fucked up.
To who?
So he ended up partnering. Like he jumps a lot of labels. Like from Image to Extreme Studios to there's like Terrific Comics or Terrific Production, not Productions. Production.
Just one production, bro.
One production. it somehow gets mixed up with other people, and then they end up owning 33%, and like from these ventures that he's making a little hastily, I think. And at the end of it, I don't think he owns Youngblood anymore. But it's so diluted, like it's so like well, here's a word I'm having a hard time finding, but it's like it's muddy, like the waters are too muddy. It starts with a D, but I don't know. It's so confusing.
Yeah.
That I don't really know if he has it anymore or not, but he may not. He has Bloodwolf. He has like some of these other ones, but I don't think he has Youngblood anymore.
That's a confusion of the ownership of things sometimes, of ethereal things.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been watching some of that, and then that sent me down a rabbit hole where I've like added some. Like I'm gonna watch this thing on Deathmate. Do you remember that? It was like a Valiant Image Comics crossover that was like a big deal. And then also they went into this whole thing, one of those documentaries about Rob Liefeld getting kicked off of DC's Hawk and Dove. Apparently, like it's like this whole thing, and I didn't even know it. Are you ready? This is an interesting story. I do. I had a dove in my garage. I should talk about that too.
And a Pitbull.
And a Pitbull poster, PP. I had so there's apparently this lore of this comic book lore that I've never been that familiar with. But like one of the reasons why a lot of people hate Rob Liefeld is because of his run on Hawk and Dove before he got famous with DC. Mm-hmm. So apparently it got kind of framed as a, like, he does whatever the fuck he wants. He's a rogue. He's a cowboy. You can't count on him. He's unpredictable, blah, blah, blah. Because Hawk and Dove issue 5, without asking for permission, he did all in landscape. And they like took a razor blade to his art, like a literal razor blade, and reframed everything so that it read, and then they fired him.
Oh my God.
Now this is after a few other editorial issues that they had with them, but this was like the, oh no, motherfucker, like we're putting an end to this. So anyway, come to find out, Rob Liefeld and Eric Larson have always been kind of tight. Eric Larson did a run on Doom Patrol prior to, where they entered into the Chaos universe, and Eric Larson did the whole book in landscape to show they were in Chaos, right? Well, in this issue of Hawk and Dove, they're in the Chaos universe. So Liefeld was probably doing this tip of the hat back to Eric Larson's Doom Patrol and all that, but they painted it like he was like this cowboy and like fired him for it.
Just an asshole.
And that reputation is kind of stuck. But like if you look at like why he did it and shit, and they put up something where Eric Larson made a statement about it, and he was like, "Yeah, I know it was a big deal, but just for the record, I did it too. I didn't ask and was not fired." You know, so it was interesting. So Deathmate, a lot of stuff about like Jim Valentino and how instrumental he was in the Image thing. To me, he was always the add-on. Like Image Comics was this. They do Walking Dead and shit now, but like they were the alternative to the big two in the 90s. Like basically all of the best artists joined together, left Marvel, and created a new company where you could own your characters. You could do all this, you know, it's like power to the creator type stuff. And that's where Spawn comes from and some of these other characters. So I say all that to say this. The people that left, Jim Lee, who was doing X-Men at the time, is what made X-Men super popular. It's how X-Men got a cartoon, was Jim Lee. Spider-Man from Todd McFarlane, Spider-Man's fucking Spider-Man. Then he went to Image to make Spawn, another popular character. Rob Liefeld, who was known
for doing landscape art.
And no
art. No feet.
One of his editorial issues, speaking of feet, apparently by the end, he was leaving out hands and feet from all of his art and expecting his inker to do it, and his inker did it and never really made a big deal about it. A guy named Kaiser, I think. Anyway, that's fucked. And then who else? Mark Silvestri, who was on the Wolverine book, you know, and then ended up doing Darkness. All these characters here. And then there was who else? Willis Portacio, who was on Uncanny X-Men, came over to do Wetworks, and then is that it? Oh, and Eric Larson, who was on Amazing Spider-Man and came over to do Savage Dragon. Well, this other character that was mixed up with them is this guy Jim Valentino, who at the time I was like,
who's this guy?
Who the fuck is this guy? But he did that little fella. I don't know what you probably know his name. He's like he's a comic book character. He's like a little elephant or rhino looking dude. Yeah, but more snout, less horn. He is on the cover of some Spawn cover where it's all black and white, and then there's like a strip of color through the center, and he's like, "Gah, color!" on the because he was a black and white. He came from a black and white book. Anyway, apparently this is Jim Valentino's thing, which I didn't even know. And Jim Valentino had been releasing that book independently for years.
Oh, shit.
And they basically used him, lowercase u, not for the business mind, because he was the only one that kind of knew how to do it. Like he's way more important than I ever thought he ended up doing Shadowhawk. Who is not Wolverine, Joe.
Not Silver and Black
Not
Wolverine.
a Silver Black Wolverine. But apparently
you need that. You need a business guy in your new business.
he was the guy that actually knew how to do it.
A bunch of people who draws cannot fucking run a business.
Are you talking about Cerebus the Aardvark?
Yes. Yes, pull up a picture of him. Joey's going to know him.
AI told you that? Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
ChatGPT, baby.
Yeah. So, anyway, so that all that was interesting, but Deathmate was this like crossover. I think it was Deathmate. There was this crossover with Valiant Comics, which was like another big indie thing. Jim Lee ended up doing the covers for that for some run. It had Exo Man of War.
Yes.
And, so it was some big crossover with Valiant and Image. And apparently, like as legend goes, I haven't dug too deep into the lore yet, Joey, but I'm working on it. But apparently, as the legend goes, at one point, Rob Liefeld was so delinquent with the pages
How delinquent was he?
that some fucking inker flew out to where he was and was like,
That feels like a pejorative term.
inker.
The way you say it.
Some fucking,
Some
yeah, that's fair. That's like a chase. I think that's the chasing Amy in me. Like, so you're a tracer? Like, no, I'm an inker, which traces.
Yes.
But flew
Except
out.
would have to draw your whole feet, not hands.
Yeah, and I mean, and inkers add a ton of texture and everything else. But anyway, so he basically went into his hotel room and was like, "I'm not leaving without this page." And made the dude sit down and fucking draw like these last couple pages, and then took those pages that night to another hotel room in the same hotel and inked them so that they could get the fucking book done. But so anyway,
That guy didn't get enough credit.
yep, 100% or acknowledgement.
Yeah.
And that's why this episode exists. You know.
And that's why we're going to go take down this motherfucker's goddamn
Yeah.
YouTube account.
Let me see if I have anything in my notes on top of that. Those are like the big things I did this week.
And how do you get rid of? You didn't tell me how you got rid of the dove.
So the dove. So we had a dove build a nest in our garage on our garage opener. And
Because you leave your garage door open all the time.
yeah, and it laid partially that's not all my fault, but
No, I mean, it's not a fault. It's also a preference. Some people
so it's not a preference either. Like the sun beats on that sensor, and the sensor fails to work if like the sun is beating on. But anyway, moved in, laid an egg, and then they were like, well, the kids are, well, we should keep it, we should have it, we should let it. And I was like, look, you got it. We got to get this fucking thing out of here.
Scramble it up.
And then it took a shit. And then the shit started getting in the garage, and I was like, "Now do you see why?" I said, "We got to." So anyway, they took the nest outside. The dove ended up going into a neighbor's house trying to lay it. This dove is.
Do you guys do it, or you got exterminated to do it? Not animal control to do it.
Oh, we did it. We did it with a pair of gloves and a blowtorch.
So there was an egg in there, and you just took it.
Yeah, we sat it out back and hoped that she'd find it and whatever. But I can't save them all, Joey.
Did you fry it up?
No. So the other night I'm sitting there on my couch, and my wife has her like legs up on my lap, and the kids are there, everybody. And anyway, I get to like rubbing her feet, and I'm not thinking anything of it. I'm looking at my phone, rubbing her
Not tickling.
No. And then I just hear from my right, it's Selena, Bob. And I look over at her, she goes, "Let him go." My kids did a presentation yesterday of who gets invited to their weddings.
Okay.
So it was a slideshow presentation, and they went through extended family, people associated with DMH, and people from my work. And then they all put, yes, no, maybe. And then some of them had extra notes for everything.
Yeah.
But that was funny. I did have one.
Was there any surprises?
Leia's got a short list.
She doesn't want anybody there.
Yeah, she was like, sometimes I was like, what's wrong with him? She's like, nothing. Just don't know him.
I mean,
It's all fair.
Fair, especially because like costs money.
Yeah.
Right for weddings.
Oh man, I thought I took a picture. Oh, there. Fuck. Nope. Oh well, but they had some like funny little blips and shit like along the way, which were pretty funny. And then sometimes like people were allowed, but their wives weren't allowed, or their kids weren't allowed, or
Uncle Dolphin's invited to all of them, right?
yeah. Actually, I think both of you made it through for both. I know that you made it through for all three. I can't remember if you might have been on Leia's. I don't really know him. I think you were a maybe for Leia because she was like, I was like, why maybe? She's like, I don't really know him. And what did she say? Yeah, he's just another one of these guys who gives me a fist bump now and then.
Because there's a lot of those in this house.
Yeah.
Well, Krista, did Krista make it through any of them?
Hold on, I showed up to her fucking play.
I know. That got brought up. But I'm telling you, she's cold hearted. There was people in there that I was like, what? Like, like I can't say. Very close family members. Very close family members that she's known her whole life, and she's just like
Selena.
She was like, no. And then for them, it was even worse. She's like, I don't really like them.
Hey, honesty.
Yeah, it was that. It was that. But it was funny. So what's funny is I don't think Krista got a whole page, but a lot of times they talked about spouses, and there was definitely no asterisks of no Krista allowed anywhere. So, yeah, it was good. It was funny. You know, I was actually surprised at like some of them, like how the resounding yes of all of them, like, you know, I mean, I shouldn't mention on here, but I guess like my father's wife, my stepmom,
Joan?
Yeah, Joan. Like, it was just like, there was no asterisks with her. It was just like, yes, 3 yeses. And like, I was like, huh, all right, cool.
Do they know that if Joan's not invited that
Pappy?
Dad's probably not coming?
Yeah, I mean, she's probably not coming anyway. Oh, I don't know. I'll send a card.
I mean, they've been around their whole lives.
Yeah,
She's been around
but there's other motherfuckers they've been around their whole life that they were like, nope. You know, so funny. And Jaina's the opposite. Jaina's having everybody.
Yeah.
Her weddings, the people was gonna be standing room only, and then Selena's was probably a halfway, like 50-50. But it was funny.
It's weird that like at work you kind of come up with listing mopping drivers.
Yeah, all this stuff, and they're just doing the same.
Doing the same thing.
Then other thing is notes. So there was a Coyote vs. Acme final trailer.
I'm looking forward to
Still looks great.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I'm still.
I want it.
It looks great.
It's yes.
The Clayface trailer.
Love Clayface.
Did you watch the trailer?
The new one, no. I've watched.
So they're definitely leaning into this like body horror element of it.
It seems
like,
to be, and I'm all in.
Yeah, it does look good. It does look good. But my issue is, who's the antagonist? You know,
Bad guys bring out our good side.
you know.
I mean, in the Batman the Animated Series, it's the studio. And the person who gave him the clay drug. Well, he did it to himself.
Yeah,
Like he
there's
fucked
some personal responsibility
in
that
the
needs to be-
animated series.
Yeah.
Like I mean, the animated series was so good.
It was
those
so good.
stories like
So good.
were
Yeah.
they were really so good.
It redefined, like the reason. I'll go so far as to say the reason why Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, of course, Clayface, Mr. Freeze, the ventriloquist. The reason why people find any interest in any of those characters is because of the animated series.
And because they were good. They had good.
Not Mr. Freeze.
No, I'm telling you.
They got good.
I got a different reason.
What is it?
Arnold.
So I don't. When did I don't know if you get Arnold's Freeze without the animated series.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's one of those things.
The like
maybe. I mean, I never watched it.
Because I think the animated series is what introduced the wife being frozen.
yes.
So like that's
Like Harley was not. It was a new character.
yeah. Harley they created themselves.
Yeah. But like the stories were so good and in depth. It wasn't like a children's show. It wasn't like trying to be graphic or anything like that. But like the story had depth. Like the characters matter. Like the villains mattered. Like Mr. Freeze is like a tragic villain.
Yeah.
So it's Clayface really.
Yeah. Yeah.
but like it wasn't a freak of the week kind of thing, even though it kind of was.
Yeah.
And on the surface,
That-
like Clayface was like an aging actor, right? Who wants to still be in the business, but he's like aging out now. And
You got a bunch of plastic surgery.
no, this one company was like, you can try this product. You put some on your face and you mush it around and you look younger, right?
What's it?
Same thing.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's better.
It is better.
It is better, but yeah.
It doesn't like you look like a cat person at the end.
What's wrong with cats?
Nothing wrong with cats, but cat people though.
Oh,
I remember going to Aunt Betty's house as a kid. My dad told me she was a real cat person. You can imagine my disappointment when I found out she just really liked cats. That's a Dimitri Martin joke.
Yep. But yeah, it's a great story.
Yeah.
And it's like I haven't seen the show in like 30 years. There's still episodes I can recall and still sticks with me.
That fucking Almost Got Him. That's one of my favorites of all time.
Oh yes,
It's
they
like-
were telling different stories.
It's like
and he was there.
It's a group of villains sitting around a card table playing cards and telling their story about how they almost got him. And at the same time, they're sitting there, if memory serves, celebrating the scheme that they have in place to get him this time.
Yes.
So that's why they're reminiscing on these times that they almost got him. And then at the very end, Croc is like one of the villains that's there, and Croc takes off like his mask and his fucking Batman underneath, and they failed again. And they, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so good. And they so obviously cared. You know what I mean? Like, about, like, yes, there's bottom lines and toys to be made and money and all those sorts of things,
but a
the
good product brings all of those. in.
100%.
Yeah, it's not the other way around.
100%.
The episode where the little girl was a part of Clayface, that was fucking heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So like, I think it was Robin was saving this girl, this like it's homeless, seems to be abused girl, and she was like, she was helping her. By the end, she goes to Clayface. She's running away from Clayface. So Robin's trying to protect her from Clayface, but at the end, you find out that she is actually just a part of Clayface. Like
Yep.
Clayface made her, but she doesn't, I guess, realize that. And at the end, like, he absorbs her. Oh,
all that for nothing. Like, and oh God.
and
It's-
Hard Act, it was
didn't
AI.
become a
It was a fucking AI. Like, they made Batman. They made Batman knowing he's Bruce. Like, everything is Batman. This is a robot, and he doesn't know that he's a robot. He thinks he's the real Batman, and he fights against the real Batman. At the end, he finds out he's Hard Act, the computer. He's like, oh, I'm a fucking robot.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Dude, there's
so much heartbreaking stuff.
Fucking great Joker moments. You know, like one of my favorites. Because like even like, have you ever seen like the Arkham games? The Arkham games are kind of the adult version of the animated series. Even the voice actors and stuff, they got a lot of the same ones to do it. But like, there's a scene, I can't remember what episode it's from, but like Batman goes to grab the Joker, right? Because he's caught him, he's got him, and Joker's like, "Don't touch me!" And Batman like kind of recoils a bit, and you think it's like I'll go willingly, or don't hurt me, don't. And the Joker goes, "I don't know where you've been."
And Batman
It's so good.
Batman beats Mr. Freeze with Alfred's chicken noodle soup. Batman caught a cold fighting Mr. Freeze, and then Alfred gave him a thermos of hot chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
And then like he smashes it against Mr. Freeze's armored glass helmet, and then it fucking shattered it.
It's an outstanding series.
It's fucking great.
It's
I'm
universally
I'm
loved.
recalling this
I don't really
from
like
30
chicken
years
noodle
ago.
soup. Yeah.
Like I didn't watch this episode for 30
and
years.
all animated on black paper to like give it a darker look, like to match the Burton stuff at the time.
Yeah.
So then we got some questions, and if you'd like to send one,
You can email us at nerdrageradiomail@gmail.com.
all right. So for you just never know what you're gonna get in the Nerd Rage emails. Jisk wrote in.
Oh, what the fuck?
Said, "What's up? What's happening, Hump Dumplings?" First time listener, last time caller. Do you think the reason shit feels so chaotic and unsettled right now is because this generation hasn't found their yellow guy?
I'm the yellow guy.
A generation really becomes solidified once they've locked into their yellow guy. The 60s had the Peanuts, which had the little yellow Woodstock. Then it was Pac-Man in the 70s and 80s. After Pac-Man, the 90s had Bart Simpson. After Bart, you get SpongeBob. After SpongeBob, you had the Minions. You could even
shit.
argue the Bayverse Bumblebee was some generation's yellow guy. What does this generation have? They haven't locked it in yet. Till next time, dank belly button.
Nice. That's a hell of a thought. Where the fuck did you even come up with that?
That's just for you.
I love it.
The next one is it says, "This is Morgan from the Bay Area. Joey, what's the weirdest thing you've put up your ass?" Same question for everyone else if it applies.
But I haven't stuck that many things up there that wasn't meant to be. I mean, I include my fingers and stuff to be normal, like anal beads and dildos and stuff like that. I think that's normal. Other people's body parts, it's like other girls' fingers, actually specifically, and mouths is normal. So like, I haven't stuck any weird objects in there except my electric toothbrush when I was like 15. I was brushing my teeth and I'm like,
That's not all you were doing.
yeah, well, it was at the time, and I was like, this is fucking rod shaped, and it vibrates, and I put that in my ass. That's good. Try it. And it has that, and it's like not rounded at the end, like
Which end? Which end?
Not the brush end. I don't stick the brush end in there. Just
Thank God.
vibrating handle. But so like, usually dildos are like pointed at the end, right? But
I feel like they're dick.
but which is like kind of pointy. Dickheads are pointy for the penetration.
A rounded point.
A rounded point, yes.
I'm wondering what your dick looks like.
Uncircumcised.
Tip of the spear.
Yes. But the handle of the electric toothbrush is square on the bottom. I mean, it's rounded, so you can still shove it in without catching on a corner. But because it's got edges, you can really dig into your prostate with that. Just letting you know.
Yeah, I let Laura try a finger one time. Wasn't for me.
Mouths are okay though.
Oh yeah,
Tongues are great.
yeah. I love getting my ass. I'm vocal about it here.
See, it's
But
nothing wrong with
I
butt
also got to make sure that I feel comfortable. You know, like you got to catch me pretty quick after a shower. Like you're not gonna be waiting around all day. I'm sweating in there. No. It's gonna be a clean meal.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's common
I
courtesy.
take that shit very serious.
Take that shit very seriously. I mean, it's common courtesy.
For sure, I agree.
For it to be offered to like just go freshen up real quick. It's fine. It's not going to take you out of the mood.
And it wasn't for me. I've decided, like I have come to understand that, like, because I've been with the same girls since I was 15. We've tried just about everything there is to try. We're not completely tapped out yet, but I don't really like pain with my pleasure. I'm pretty much an exclusive pleasure person. I don't need any pain to coincide with it. Just me. Like, I don't really like to get my nipples twisted or any of that sort of shit. Like, I don't like to get bit. I don't really like to get scratched, like my back scratched during, like, I like a pure pleasurable experience. No pain with my pleasure. No side of pain.
Yeah. I haven't had a solid bowel movement since Bush was in office. So I'm exclusively a no-go zone on the old butthole. But mainly, well, not mainly, part of me is worried that if anything goes in, what's coming out is 24 ounces of liquid. So,
I mean, it's good. I mean, it's good to like empty yourself, bro.
yeah, I
Just do it in a
prefer to do
shower.
it in the toilet,
Just do it in the shower.
and not like on the bed.
No, you don't have to. I don't often fuck my asshole in bed. It's usually in the shower or the bathtub or somewhere where things are easily flushable, just in case.
Yeah,
You don't just willy nilly just start shoving shit up your ass in your bed. That's a terrible idea. I have boundaries, Farrell.
So I hear. So we have two questions from Majin Planet because something happened with his email where it was flagging it as spam. So we're behind the eight ball a bit. I got to comment on this thing real quick. So I had an opportunity to review third-party Vanessa Warfield Manta mask figure recently from Ramen Toys. And it just had a lot of QC issues. It ended my break streak. I was 269 figures deep, and it ended and it really had nothing to do with me. And everybody's like kind of jumping to my defense in the comments saying like, not your fault. But it really it's my life's not on the line with this shit, right? It's just a fun game to play, and it happened. So I pressed a button that it shoots out these rear thrusters from it. It's like it does shoot out. It shoots out rear thrusters from and anyway, the force of the impact from the spring snapped a piece of plastic off of it that wasn't even connected to the part moving.
Damn.
It just broke itself.
Yeah. But I was responsible. I pressed the button. It's it's okay.
You got set up, Bobby.
I know. Even still, from Majin Planet question 1, I need your help, NRR. Been a while, Bobby. I got a question for you. First off, I'm glad you said what you said about Spider-Man. I'm sort of the person everyone goes to about Marvel at my job. To put it simply, Spider-Man Brand New Day was a really good Spider-Man movie up until mid-second act, then it became a Marvel movie. To my question, so recently I got bit by the 40K bug. I haven't bought anything yet. There's this extremely well-stocked gaming store in Vegas, which I'll be going to at the end of the month, and they have a very good selection of 40K. I got back into reading the lore and seeing some of the new stuff, and I'm just like, man, I miss it. I'm trying to talk myself out of getting back into it. I'm not looking into playing, just collecting the figures and painting them, but you know how that goes. How did you beat your addiction to 40K? And he has questions for Joey and Farrell too, but I'll tell you how I beat it. I was balls in, like balls deep in. Like I was fucking
You have a lot to paint it.
loving it. I had pretty much a complete Blood Angel army.
Yep, you did.
A complete orc army, and I was working on a Tyranid army.
It's already pretty big.
That was already pretty big, so to speak. And around that time, I went to a store, a 40K store, a Games Workshop store, with my orc army, or it may have been my Blood Angel army. I can't even remember, to play my very first game.
Yeah.
And I hated it.
Yeah, that's the problem. I ended up not liking the game after. It wore off very quickly.
Yeah, I hated it. I hated everything about it. The only thing I liked about it was setting it up.
Yes, it looks gorgeous. I love the things on the table.
Yep.
And you take pictures of it, and that's it.
And then we started playing it, and people were like consulting rule books and pulling out codexes and little cheat sheets and all this shit. And I was like, is this fun for you guys?
It's fine for them.
And I get that it's fun, but I was like, this is the opposite of fun for me. I don't want to do homework while I have fun. Homework was the not fun part of my day. Yeah. I want to just play. And if this game is so complicated that you can't just play straight up, and it's not like intuitive in that way, then I'm not interested. And then that kind of turned me off to all of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I beat it. He says, Joey, that Commander game session sounds epic. I wish I had a group of people to play Commander with, but people around here are just too toxic. And what I mean by toxic, I mean they try too hard.
Yeah.
So no fun. I started building a web app using Codex to play Commander using your webcam so it can see what cards you have.
That already exists. It's called Cell Table. We talked about it.
It's still in the early testing phases, but it's pretty much all I could do to actually get to play. Sad, I know.
Yeah, keep going.
And then he says, may I ask what Commander deck you were playing?
I was playing the Commander. I don't play very popular, powerful commanders. I was playing Marrow Gnawer. How do you pronounce Gnawer? Gnawer. Like
Gnar.
Gnar.
Gnawer.
Oh, like on a bone.
No.
There's no There's no er. What the act of gnaw?
Oh, like a gnawer? I don't think so.
How do you? I don't know how to say that word.
I think you say it like
because this guy's name is Marrow Gnaw because he gnaws on bone marrows, right?
I think that's how you say it.
It just sounds so fucked up coming out of my mouth, so to speak.
Because he's used to gnawing on things.
Gnawing is good, but gnawer.
But I think that's
one who gnaws.
One who gnaws.
Yeah.
You can't say the gnawer.
I'm at ChatGPT.
How do you pronounce bone gnawer? But that was what I was playing. I was playing rats. But also you are doing. I'm unfortunate to tell you that you're doing a thing that exists and there's already an improvement on it. So Spell Table does that as an app you can use to play with other people on camera with real cards, and it will recognize just about all your cards. But I started using EDH Lab recently. I'm make sure it's the right thing, and it's significantly better. You can just go into lobbies, find random games, set the how do you say that?
Gnawer.
Yeah, it's fucked up for me to say.
Gnar.
Gnawer.
See? I'm not the only one.
No L.
There's no L.
Gnar.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking hard to say.
No. It's like a real southern.
It's like you have to put a space.
Nar.
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 Like, do you want to give up your guns? Nar.
It sounds like Pinkerton. Nar.
Alabama.
Let me make sure real quick. I don't want to give the wrong information. EDH Lab. Yes, EDH Lab is the name of the site where you can, if you have digital decks, you can import it in there, or you can make decks directly in there, and you can play with other people. You can make up private lobbies and
Play
set
with
up
other decks. Their decks, your decks.
You can play with anybody's decks.
All the decks.
Yeah, you don't need the cards. You don't need to make your own decks. You can just find someone's deck online, import it, and start using it.
You find a lot of decks online.
Just be a little
Infinite.
deck slut.
Yep. And you can have real friends and invite them to private games, or you can join random games. And they have like each lobby has a restriction. So like if you don't like certain type of thing, you can find exactly the type of game you want. Some people love power game. Like you don't like the groups existing around you because they all tryhards, but like that's the kind of that's the type of player, and like that's fine. It's just not my type of player. But so yeah, so look into that. You can get games in so easily nowadays.
And then he said, finally, Farrell, looking forward to that trip if you do decide to make any content out of it. Talk Bobby into a $45 tier for it. Then he can also post up that conversation that he didn't feel comfortable putting out. Kidding, of course. So that conversation, I think he's talking about that just Q&A. I'll never put that. I'll put it out, but it's going to have the fun part of it cut out. Which was a very fun part. And I mean, that shit was so. You were here that night? No, you weren't. Because
you told us about it.
It was Friday night. It fucking Jordan. That's the hardest I've ever seen Jordan laugh. That might be the most emotion I've ever seen from Jordan at any given moment. He had to flee the room to get himself together.
Wow.
It was funny. And he says, I appreciate you guys, especially Bobby, as an inspiration to a generation of fans, toys collectors with big hands and small dreams. It's just funny. And then he says, what is 6.9? A good thing ruined by a period. God,
I mean, not for me.
Who would let a good thing
Joey.
get ruined by?
You don't have your right wings, bro?
Look, you know, I don't even eat mashed potatoes.
All you got to do is just stay a little north. Focus on the man.
Don't worry about how north. I'll be staying buried.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't bother me. I'm also I eat snomlet, so.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about all the wild shit you eat. Episode 562. So this is an older question from his that got lost in the junk folder.
562.
He thinks we're just being ignoring his questions.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad he reached out because otherwise he'd have thought I'm the biggest asshole on the planet. For anybody listening, I read every question.
Yes.
I don't pick and choose. I don't cherry pick. Everything is read. Bobby, Dion is from the original comics from 1980. She was a sharpshooter who served alongside Tila. Oh, okay. She was never used in the cartoons. This is her first time being brought into the media. This is about Master of the Universe.
Yeah, because you were wondering what the character was.
Yeah, because she kind of had Cyclone vibes because she did like the spin move. It's a very deep cut. I had to look it up because I had the same thoughts coming out of it. I get what Joey is saying about Leto. The number of people who told me they felt the same way makes me wonder why he was cast in the first place. Honestly, I was conflicted because he really did nail Skeletor. That was pretty much exactly how I wanted Skeletor to be. So I agree. I also watched it with my family recently.
Yeah.
And my wife and kids. They all loved it.
Yeah.
They were all like, this movie. They're like, this is great. Jaina watched He-Man a little bit as a kid. The other ones are not, kind of only vaguely familiar about it, sort of. But as halfway through, Leia started rooting for Skeletor. So she had a detriment to her.
She's an agent of chaos.
Yeah. So Leia was pretty disappointed by the end of it.
Did she not realize she's the villain?
She did. She was just like, I like him better. You know.
Fair.
Yeah. Lastly, this is not really a question, just putting some info out there. If Farrell wants to watch the mini list of episodes to get ready for the 86 Transformers movie without having to watch 100 episodes, I'd recommend More Than MECI 1 through 3, SOS Dinobots, War for the Dinobots, and Heavy Metal War. I completely agree, by the way. And if you have extra time or want a little bit more context, Ultimate Doom Parts 1 through 3, I don't think you need that. Megatron's Master Plans Part 1 and 2, Desertion of the Dinobots Part 1 and 2, and War Dawn. I don't think you need War Dawn either, because the War Dawn, I want to say, was about the combiners.
The morning.
I think it was about the something along. Maybe I'm wrong though. About something like the Combaticons ship, but the Stun of Cons, but I may be wrong about that. But none of that shit's in the movie, you know. But he did say extra time for a bit more context, which is fair. And that is that. So with that being said, shout out to Phil on our notes and on Twitter. Shout out to Dante on Facebook. And with that, flap your labias.
Moist thighs.
Tight dick player.